Okay, so today I'm going to continue this once again. I've been doing it practically every day. I didn't do it yesterday, but one thing I fear here is the fact of the black bars that keep happening every time. That's so weird. It keeps changing the orientation. There's got to be some trick to it that I'm not getting. Fuck, man. Every time it'll be different. I don't get what I'm doing. I'm opening it the same way. You could say like it's some update that they did, but why is it different based on one session to the next? So yeah, we'll try to get to at least rank 30 plus here, and so I'll still try to fit in at least 2 categories in my week, which would be Hearthstone and Magic, even if I don't do any other ones. Just for whatever reason, I feel like those 2 should be maintained, but everything else I'm even willing to skip, so I don't really even care. But I'm very confused though, actually, as to why this is happening. Every single time I've played this, like, it's different. There's like 2 different orientations maybe it's splitting between, and I don't know exactly why that is. Let me see. I might just deal with it to the extent that I don't want to have to keep doing it. See, like now it's different. I even just showed you proof of that. Between, like, what did I do that was different? I don't get it. Did I... Well, I guess I'll settle for it now, but I'm so confused. Okay, so I forget always who I played as most recently too. The issue that I would have too later on is the fact that if I get to a point like in a higher rank, which very well should happen, if you can't abuse these win streaks, then what happens is, oh, I keep winning 3 in a row, then I can lose 5 in a row and it doesn't matter, right? But it will matter, because if you stop getting those win streaks, basically. I love this. Now I have to sit, I don't know why this whole thing is so scuffed. We got now the visual to work without the black bars. Now I have to sit through an ad on my own channel to see this. This has just been annoying, because I don't think I even want to do this with Magic, but I will too. I was going to do like a similar finale series for Magic the Gathering, but I hate how it's so time intensive rather than whatever, like skill or whatever. But I guess the problem with this run is the fact that I'm limiting myself in so many ways, which again is clearly not an excuse, but it's just, you know, I don't know how to explain it. So I lost his Green Shadow, and let's see who he lost as the zombies. Usually it's the one that's selected, but sometimes it's not, in case I muck about or use a different one. So let me see here. But that means Green Shadow must have at least gotten me to 27. Let's see. So Green Shadow lost, just to see who the zombie was that lost. Probably Infinity. Unless sometimes you lose like a couple in a row. I just like to rotate it correctly this way. So pretty much all I'm going to be uploading to YouTube now is this. But obviously, because I'm skipping so many other episodes. Yeah, we lost as Green Shadow, so let's go to the Yeti now. And so we can go and then after Green Shadow comes Solar Flare. We've been going through these quite a bit. I do like the amount of variety that it gives me. Right, like normally you would just say, oh, pick your best deck and just keep playing it over and over, but that's no fun. So every time I lose this one, I have to switch, and I basically have to rotate around every other one until I come back to it. So, and I have like a fixed order in which I do it, which is sort of arbitrary, but whatever, it's fine. So I go Combustible, and I rotate between plants and zombies too. So like, I'll play as Combustible till I lose, then I go to the Yeti, then if I lose the Yeti, because those are the 2 newest ones, then I go to Wall Knight, then if I lose to that, I go to... I keep forgetting. So I lose the Wall Knight, I go to the Smash, then if I lose the Smash, I go to Green Shadow, then if I lose to Green Shadow, I go to Super Brains, then if I lose to that, I go to Solar Flare, then if I lose the Solar Flare, I go to Infinity, kind of like in that order, basically. So the Primordial Chi Shover is actually a god tier... What the fuck kind of hand is that, though? It's actually a god tier quality card. Right, that is one of the most unique minion effects that I have. And it's just so good, but I don't always get a chance to actually use the effect. Yeah, let's try to get at least to rank 30. And I don't have all the time in the world, but this guy's name is a little potentially TOS. This is a game for kids, dude. So this is unfortunate because, again, you might say, oh, it's a top-heavy deck. I have too many high-cost cards. But when you get the few high-cost cards you have all together in your hand in the mulligan, that's not really fair because I don't really have that many high cost cards. Yeah, that's sort of the format I was doing the whole run, but it's like, it was more so like every episode would be so short that I would never get through all of them, so it wouldn't matter. You know, you might think this isn't worth it, but the board is kind of intimidating here. Like, this is a dream come true start for a fucking Nightcap. What's his name? I think Nightcap. You don't really see him that often, honestly. He's one of those I make fun of, but I could get rushed down pretty easily here because the whole goal here is to last it out from the perspective that yeah, I love that sort of bug though with the blackboard. I don't know what could possibly cause it. Like, it's so random. I launched it, I went full screen. Like, I don't know. Okay, I will do that just because, I mean, to be fair, my hand was sort of fucked. I'm not saying I couldn't potentially lose a matchup like this, but my hand is so fucked up because it's like, what am I supposed to do when I get only my high cost cards? That means if I look at that, I'm getting sabotage, which doesn't even bother me because I have nothing to lose here, but at some point that might start to happen. I actually have no idea. Like, once you get to rank 30, now you don't get win streak bonuses, or once you get to 35, you lose rank, so you can get kicked down a notch, or something like that. Very fitting to see this guy in the front of a team up because of the simple fact that he has a shield, but it is frustrating that you can't use him as Wall Knight, which makes... Wait, oh shit. Which makes basically no sense. This would have been maybe cute to sort of reverse my fortune, but the way that that game went was pretty much like, what the fuck am I even doing? Because I don't get it. Like, it just doesn't matter. That's a total... That's happened very rarely in this game, to be fair, though, where I get fucked on my hand so bad. But it's because most of my collection is not very high cost. Like, you know, first of all, this game doesn't have like a super high curve anyway. There's only a handful of cards over like 6 costs, period. But also, okay, so we go to Solar Flare. And I will say, as much as I talk trash about Solar Flare and Infinity, and I typically don't like them, they have been exceptional at times, right, where they've helped me to get to some of these ranks. So yeah, we must try to keep up the pace of this and get to rank 30. Maybe I could skip these other episodes too, but I don't want to just like do only this every day. See, sometimes you'd rather keep the 3 costs because something's happening where I'm getting fucked on the curve a little more than, you know, I don't know. I just have so many low cost cards, you would never think that that would be an issue. I'm willing to do that. Well, I mean, it's an aggro deck anyway, so sometimes you don't really care about how you use stuff like that. Like, if it's something that does damage, you can just do it to the face and you don't even care. But like, I am enjoying doing this, but it's like something about it has pissed me off too. But I think it's just the nature of this game. Like, it feels like an insult that, oh, you know, imagine struggling this much in this game, but it has everything to do with the 1 month aspect that all card games do. Like, you know, could I get to legend rank in Hearthstone in a month? Of course I could, but that means I'd only have to play that. Or even when I did it, I was, you know, I guess streaming or playing for longer periods of time. But +1 for each sun you made this turn. Like, you know, would aggro really be the thing that I'm trying to do here? When a professional zombie gets hurt, it seems stupid, and that's not even the best use of that card, but you know, if you assume that these aren't going to be too impactful, now we'll get something useful like this. So those 1/2s are never going to be more threatening unless I kill his stuff. So if I just keep ignoring what he's doing, then so be it. You could do the Astro Cutter, or you could do this plus a Berry Blast. See, what if I just ignore them? But the problem is you really can't do that because, you know, you can't do it because now you won't have anywhere to get through. Yeah, it would be fun to try to make a gimmick sort of deck if I was allowed to craft it. Maybe that could be my reward, but I almost would want to do it on like a different... No, I guess that could be my reward. if I succeed at this run, which of course I will, and get to rank 50, then I can unlock the ability to craft. So if I do another series with it later, I can like do whatever I want and just make like gimmick decks, and you know, like I want to use every untrickable card in the game or something of the sort. The health wise, it's not even that bad, but it's the fact of, I don't know, these last two games have started off really badly. That is one of those cards I've seen a lot more. Maybe it's like a meta card that you feel like, you know, you're able to do it in such a way that you get to, you know, throw off whatever their strategy is going to be. There's nothing you can really do about it. So that would reset their buff, though, wouldn't it? So like the 2/5 is no longer going to be a 2/5. That can be a bad thing. It'll sort of heal them back to full, but it'll also reset whatever buffs and effects they have. So it's like a double-edged sword to do that. Yeah, it's okay to go on a little losing streak here as long as you go on a 3-game win streak and then recover, right? So like you can lose. This is what they would call me sometimes in Hearthstone or other games, like, oh, I'm a win streak abuser. I could win like 3 games in a row, get to 28, then I could lose 5 games in a row and then be fine, and then win 3 more games in a row. So in other words, it doesn't matter if you're losing more than you're winning for now, right? Because you can still do it. You might say, oh, it's a waste to play that, but like I don't have the luxury to really wait here. So these professional things he has had has been pretty annoying, but look how low he still is. This is the whole beauty of it. If I can just get a little bit of damage in. It almost feels suited to do like this. Or is that a professional too? Okay, I didn't really account for that, but that sort of turn shows you know you're losing, because that's not how you want to play as an aggro deck, but I don't... Everybody loves that fucking card. It's still really not the end of the world, but... You know, oh, the joke's on you. I wouldn't want to play it, you know, to kill one of yours anyway, but... Okay. It's easy to confuse that, like, oh, when this is played in... Why does he have so many of these, though? Like, what's going on? Okay, you could do that. Like, I'm still not necessarily dead, but... The problem is the amount of damage he's going to take and everything. Right, so that was weird, but whatever. We got off to a bad start as well. Yeah, let's shit all over Solar Flare, but I have to give her a certain amount of respect that she's done pretty well. Maybe Green Shadows let me down a little bit, actually, at times. But now we go from the Yeti to obviously the Smash. Okay, it's not a big deal, but we got to get a win streak together here. I won't even say like, oh, it's getting harder or more competitive. It's just you're getting some of the same matchups you would always get. It's just the fact of losing the stars every loss that kind of fuck it up. So it'll be interesting to see how the ranking changes. That might be where I really get stuck, is if I, you know, if I decide to basically... if I decide to basically do it in such a way that, like, if at a higher rank, you get the problem of, oh my god. Oh my god, what is going on with these curves today? Like, every mulligan has been fucked. The point is that, you know, I get to rank 30, and now every time you lose a game, you actually lose a rank overall. I feel like it wouldn't maybe ever do that, but... Like, so if you lose at rank 30, you can get knocked down to rank 29, or, you know, you stop getting the win streaks. Whatever, any of those things that happen could be fucked up. This is not meant to be an aggro deck, even, but I'm still pissed about the, you know... We don't have that many high-cost cards, so when you see that happen in the opening hand, it's very hard to believe. Or maybe I'm underestimating how many I actually do have. All right, that seems beautiful. I love this guy, little mini Lothab, or whatever you want to call him. Just Nerubian Unraveler actually is more fitting. Dark Matter Dragon Fruit is like Lothab, but he's like a permanent Lothab. in the sense that, you know, Lotep does that for one turn where, oh, your spells cost 5 more. He's just always, so put him in Amphibious and it'll be harder for them to kill it, even though you miss out on one of the lanes that you attack. Right, that's how you got to think about the water. Whatever you play is going to be unlikely to be killed, but whatever you play will also be less effective, because if it has splash damage, it'll go off the board, or it's only it's hitting last in terms of the sequence. I'm not really too happy about doing that, but it's okay. See, now I should be winning because, okay, we've let the game drag out to this point, but 4 or less, so I could easily destroy one of the beans there. But is he really gonna meme me into submission here? Because I've never really seen this be particularly effective, or even that's probably better. But like, how many cards is he really gonna have to be able to do that? Okay, that's kind of worth it now, I guess. This will be okay. So he's down to 7, and I haven't really done anything yet either, so I'm not too bothered by this. But let me see what I can do. This seems kind of like a wasteful play, because you're kind of sitting in the vines and just kind of taking unnecessary damage. I guess it'll only take 1 each time, but you're very close to dying. This could help me a lot. +2/+2. I guess that just so you can try to kill that. +1/+1 when you play a bean. The problem that happens with decks like this, though, is that sometimes you get too many minions on the board and then you can't get rid of them, which you might think is a good thing. Like, oh, you know, or even with aggro decks too, as zombies, that can happen. Like, because you don't have team up, it's like, oh, you're just kind of stuck there. You kind of want stuff to die sometimes. You would think I'd be fine, but it's quite possible, and especially with whatever tricks they could potentially play being so expensive, right? That's always my favorite thing. It's not the fact that, oh, he's a 6/5 with armor, even though I do love armor as a mechanic. Could he really do this, though? Like, is that really... Because all he'd have to do is do it once more, I guess. Or no, oh, wow. It doesn't even have to be a trick. It can just be anything, obviously. I don't know why I think of it as... Okay, dude. Losing to the bean meme. I've been waiting for that moment. I made that little deck myself when I got that guy, but... we get combustible. I sort of fucked up the order because I think I accidentally played 1 twice in a row even when I lost, and so the order has never been the same since, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Okay, we gotta consider, like, what is going on? Yeah, see, this is... Something's weird with the curve today. I'm actually getting fucked over by the RNG gods. This is a very low curve deck, right? I hardly have anything in here that isn't, you know, between, like, 1 and 4. Or the one thing I never believe in card games is deck lists. Like, oh, you should show the deck list, but, like, on screen, or it would, you know, there's an add-on in Hearthstone that does that. You would, like, oh, it'll show you what you have left in there, and it'll show you how many copies of everything you have. So every time you draw a card, it takes that away. That's objectively cheating, because you're supposed to keep track of that in your head. So I've never believed in doing that. We got to string together 3 wins in a row to try to make some progress. And beyond that, I should be okay. That'll be a simple trade. I could do a bonus attack in this, and I would even draw... Okay, that's kind of a good, cute thing he did. Yeah, this will synergize with the bonus attack thing, which I've rarely ever actually gotten that. Right, because, you know, I play cards like this. It's just a 1 mana 2/2, just as a good value play. That's good enough for me. Party time. This is always a very strong play. It'll set up for a good play on this. It'll set up for a good play with the AoE buff kind of stuff. So move a plant, so now it'll get buffed again, for fuck's sake. But yeah, my decks are very streaky and their win percentages are pretty much even, right? It'll still be like a 1-to-1. I just have to abuse the win streaks for now, and I have to hope that we can keep doing that later on, but I feel like at some point it stops happening, probably closer to rank 50, so My reach may indeed exceed my grasp with this run, but I don't know exactly. I should, if I had a 2 cost, I could have done the AoE buff. In environment, double attack. This is okay. It's a very tough turn because, you know, it's once again a bad curve. I guess that's still worth it though. Right, the amount of damage you could potentially get in here. I'm sure he's gonna have removal though, because he didn't do anything at all. Okay, that's not efficient at all though. So they're pretty low. I have another buff here. I have the ability to do this as well. That can be a good finisher play. Speaking of not having like very high cost cards, that is the one thing that I actually do have. What does this do again? Hunt. I mean, it's still okay, I guess. It'll still trade in, and then you also get to try to finish him off here, although maybe that was in the wrong sequence, but you would assume he would try to get rid of this. Okay, that doesn't really matter because you probably would be dead by then. But you might get saved by the block meter now. Okay, dude. You could say, oh, I should have put it there, but I thought he was going to get rid of that somehow. Okay, it should still be fine, but plant, destroy the plant, draw a card. Okay, you get the little vampire shit. Wow, am I actually gonna lose this? We've had a lot of games like this where it doesn't feel like you should lose, but neither of those you'll get frenzy for, or I guess now you will. Right, because everything should pretty much trade in. +4 attack, which doesn't really matter right now. Maybe I don't know, man. Okay, now you just win no matter what anyway, but that was a little bit uncomfortable that it got to that point. Even if you do summon something there, even if you heal, like, it doesn't matter. Very rarely that I actually get a win like that, but with that card, you kind of want to win before that even happens. But yeah, so many of these games are so close and so intense. So on that level, at least we're seeing a high level of play. The only caveat I would say is whatever. Like, there is no caveat. Just don't make excuses and just fucking do it. But I've never known to what extent you do or don't play bots in this game, though. Okay, this is good. I don't know if I really want that. Okay, I'm satisfied with that curve, which we've had very few like that I have been satisfied with. Yeah, I could care less about a card like this in a matchup like this, because it's like, oh, he's gonna, you know, rush me down with the help of that, but it doesn't matter, because, like, if I'm gonna lose to that, I would lose anyway, right? I gotta finish him off before that would ever become an issue, is kind of the point. You have the ability to do this and this. And again, that in itself is an adequate swarm effect. So let's see whose is better. Where doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, dude. Even with this, it would be fine too. Like, I could trade in, or I could do this. Right, you're not really trying to do it to trade in, but it might be the only option you have now. So a card like that just doesn't scare me here. It might scare me as a different hero, like a slower pace one. That little DDR thing gives me PTSD, obviously, from a certain playthrough. Okay. But even then, I still get 4 damage to the... Well, I was going to say, I might not get it. But see, he's the one who's on the defensive. I'm not even worried about it. I don't give a shit about this guy. So the fact that you moved it away was actually a bad thing. That might have been better for you, too. Try to deal with that. So you can play this, not that I want to trade it, and then you can also give somebody a bonus attack here, and that could be good here. You're pretty much almost dead. It'd be cool if I finish you off actually with this effect the next turn. Like, we've seen a couple of people actually do that, where they have multiple of these, and it is good, but I don't think it'll become an issue yet. Although I am almost dead already in terms of that'll do 6 alone. I'm not entirely sure. You'll be like 1 HP off. I love how fast these games go as combustible, though. It's like it's only fucking turn 5, and you're already, you know, either you're gonna die or you're gonna kill them. So it does make it ideal. Like if I had to choose one hero to play as, both because of performance, but also just the pace and style and how it can throw even better decks off, and how, you know, it can save you time and get games over quickly. Combustible is always the best. Combustible, because of the simple fact that, you know, it's just so smooth. Whether you win or lose, it's going to be over quick. So you don't have to sit here all day and do it. So now I can easily get to rank 28 if I just win one more. But this is really what it's all about. Just abuse the win streaks, and it's unfortunate that I feel that way, but it's the only chance I have. Okay, I don't like keeping those, but again, anything else I get probably will be higher. So if I have to go face with it, I will. Or again, even if you get rid of something they're blocking with. The one rule with these is don't use it on something in a different lane. Like, if I play... like, let's say I play this here, and then they play something on the height. Don't use the Berry Blast on that ever, right? If it's in my way of getting to their face, fine. If I do it directly on the face, it's fine. But never do it to get rid of something in a different lane, because you can't afford to spare that amount of damage. I don't care about that at all. Just hurry up, dude, please. Fuck. So it's not when another plant does a bonus attack, right? Just when a plant. So I could do it even on itself. So you'll be pretty much guaranteed to get the effect now. If I do this and this together, you have the ability to take advantage of that, and it'll be very fitting. So that's a perfect play. Now you're able to save that and draw a card and get maximum face damage in. I could care less about this for now. You could have maybe played those in the opposite order, like played this on turn 2, but whatever. Maybe you would have been more guaranteed to get it then, but like if they had somehow dealt with that. Now you get this, which is an okay value proposition, but still not my ideal thing in terms of the curve. Or again, you might think I have balls of steel to be able to ignore that, but there's really frankly nothing I care to do with it. I'm still ahead on the damage curve. I don't really care too much about it. There's even like a weird sadistic element, like, oh, I want to take as much damage as possible so I get through my block meter, so I get other shit like that as much as possible. So they're running out of cards too on top of all this. So this is their ace play that they're going to try to win with then. But healing can be a big issue. So I could kill it right now. I don't want to though. So I can do like this and I'll go face with it. Which normally I would say that, but I guess it's fine. Because I could have used that on it later. Okay. Like, again, worrying about this is totally missing the point, because I could do the other Berry Blast. He would have never expected that, but it just feels like a waste. So give me the block meter this time and I'll be happy about it. I'm still okay in terms of the health curve issue. Look at that, dude. All that effort you went through for that fucking ooze clown guy, and it's that easily wasted. Just play around the block meter, lol. Just don't trigger the block meter, even though it's completely RNG bullshit of a mechanic. For the rest of the, that's way, dude, this is like a middle finger to yourself kind of play. You really think, you know, I could do it for that purpose, but I kind of don't even want to. Like, I don't care if it survives. Like, that's such a slow play. The game is going to be over by the time you benefit from that. Bro thinks he's Mistcaller. I'm not too bothered by that either. So you're pretty low. We have another Berry Blast to try to potentially finish you off. And we also have the little Blues brother here. So we can't do both together though, unfortunately. That's why he's good, because you'll get the 3 damage into the face instead, so he should be pretty close to dead. If I do... Okay, that's fine. I can't do anything about this Alec here wannabe. Jesus Christ. I mean, I could be pretty close to dead myself, though. But then again, the first shot, I should just get... yeah, I should just get the Berry Blast. I'm always so apprehensive. Like, I think, oh, some shit's gonna happen, but... I mean, if they had played, like, a Battle Cry that kills me... But it should be fine. This fucking Mistcaller shit, you really think that's gonna save you at a time like this? Still doesn't matter. If you had had a heal, or if you had had, like, another effect that had done damage. Look at that, dude. Combustible coming through. What I haven't had is once I get to the next rank, I typically lose the next game. So I can't really take advantage of that. Or it doesn't even give you the bonus. Or no, it does. Like, oh, why don't I start with 1 extra? But that's because... it was like 1, 3, 5. So if I was at like 4 stars, it would have gotten me probably to +1. Like to the next rank and with 1 little bonus. That's a pretty good hand. I'm not entirely sure about this. It's sort of still a slow play that you don't really want, but... Man, we've seen this like every fucking game. Yeah, I'm generally happy with his performance. Let's see if we can carry this momentum with the win streak. But I would still have to win 3 to get to the next rank, right? Because we're starting at 0, so 2, 4, 6. And so you have the ability to fully ignore what he's doing. I don't care about the anti-hero shit. I like when they act all cute, though. Like, they really think... Like, what do you really think, dude? You really think that you can afford to do this? They don't understand maybe the type of deck I'm playing, really. Like a hard commit to aggro. Or maybe they think they can out-aggro me, but... You know, this ballsy play, they could be saying the same thing. Like, I just ignore that, but... You will be able to do that coming up, so I'm actually still going to ignore the shit out of it. And you have the ability to... I feel like the Conjuration is somehow more valuable, but I kind of already know what I'm going to play next, so it doesn't matter. It's just... Okay. I am a little worried. Maybe I was getting too cocky with just thinking I could brute force them, but... Give me something here I can use. Okay. Because my little thing here is going... Oh, that actually helps me a lot, too. So we could do this, and... I maybe do have to worry about this a little bit. Please play a couple things with like 1 health. Like the disco Michael Jackson dude. Yeah, I mean, it seems appropriate to do it now because I sort of overestimated my damage. Yeah, I'm about to get rushed down right the fuck now. And you had 4 brains and you didn't even use them, so what the fuck was that about? Right, in the trick phase, he didn't do shit. We are still trying to play aggro, but I don't know exactly how to do it. Aw, man, I still wish I could have played something like that, though. I don't know whether I should worry about it. You know, I will, but you really shouldn't worry about stuff like that. Again, you should always go... That's exactly the rule I just said. Even in that exact lane, I pointed to, like... You shouldn't play like that, because yes, I'm at 10, but it shouldn't matter. You should let your pain fuel your power, basically, right? You want to take damage just so that you can get it over with quickly, but it's not like I don't have those to spare. This fucking guy, man. Are we getting in like hacker territory where everybody gets everything like right on demand, or what, dude? Because we've been seeing that so often where you see like it's okay that they have 4 of the same card in their deck, but what are the chances they would have them all in their starting hand? You know what I mean? So we can finish him off with Berry Blast probably pretty fucking easily here. So I'm not worried about it at all. So let Combustible cook, dude. That fire is not just cosmetic to show he's upset. That he uses that to fucking cook. There shouldn't be too much you can do about this double Berry Blast OTK combo. Again, I always find it amusing when you win with tricks, though, because it's not the kind of game where there's a lot of ways to do that, right? There's no Pyroblast kind of thing that's going to do fucking, you know, 10 damage or something. Hey, save me time, dude. I would really appreciate it if Combustible could come through. Like, this is what I mean. I'm praising him so much, and he really deserves it. So I don't know whether you want the 4, really. That's okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do the Thyme second, just in case there's a certain value to Witness. Like, okay, we'll get some other effect later, so I don't want to waste them, but we're gonna go all the way into here now. It's hard to know which is like the higher priority space, whether it be the middle or whether it be the left, because you got to think about the middle is important because you have like cards like Green Shadows effect that does 5 and stuff, and just in general, like, you know, whatever, there's a certain like center pawn structure like in chess where the middle is valuable, but the left lane is actually the most contentious because you're trying to hit them first. So I deliberately avoid that, which seems weird, but I deliberately avoid the left lane sometimes because I know that's where they're gonna play, because I know, but I guess not. This would be okay, but I mean, I don't know, Ice Ray. It's not gonna be useful like at any other time, right? Because I'm not gonna get too many things out there, so maybe I should have just done it. And again, that 5 damage was completely useless because you can't, you knew that was gonna happen, like. I haven't actually gotten very good value out of the Poison Ivy in a while. It always used to be pretty good for me, but so this is the kind of game that you'll lose on pure value, just that he's gonna get way too many cards and I just can't keep up with that, basically that pace of it. I mean, that's worth it just to get the 5 damage in, I guess. Yeah, but you can just kind of tell, right? I can't deal with that, so too bad. So close, but it's just too bad. And we've had a chance to get these Berry Blast kills so often, right, with respect to, I mean, all you need is like the Poison Ivy. That's it. Berry Blast again. No, don't do the block, dude. Don't do the block meter. Don't do it. It's not like I'm really losing, but oh shit, it's meant to be. It's just meant to be, dude. Because again, that's one of those pure RNG bullshit things that, oh, he could have triggered the block meter or he might not have, and it has nothing to do with him. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with that stupid shitty mechanic that this game just really should have never done. It should work in at least in a fixed manner, right, where based on the damage you do, based on the number of hits you do, like, alright, that's garbage. Not the greatest starting hand here. I really have to hope I get a 2 cost. You can't have these dead turns like where you just don't do anything. That's really the problem. See, now we get the benefit. Oh, we get to bully a rank 12 because, again, we've always been bullied myself by higher rank players. That is such a fucking stupid turn, but thankfully he's stupid too and just ignoring this, but he could still have a way. Okay, dude. That's actually the correct way to play it, because of course if you play it there, you're going to move it somewhere else. So I get it. That was kind of a bad sequence though. If I could have just played another minion there, so the second lane becomes my favorite, and it's actually with pretty good reason too. See, now I seem like I'm so good, or I'm like such an expert on this game because I'm using so many formats against me. Free to play, first playthrough, no crafting, no advice, no looking stuff up, and I'm doing all that. This might actually be worth it because he's not going to have anything else that he can do, I doubt, for one. Like all those things, and I'm still getting pretty far, so not to, that's like a loser's consolation mentality though. Please don't have a way to deal with this, dude. But the reality is that, okay, that doesn't matter for shit. What the fuck is the point of that? But you know what I mean, like despite all that, you're treating it like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna take it in stride and just do it like a normal thing. So we'll do this, and I will accept the fact that you'll go here. So unfortunately the stupid ass block meter always comes into play, but okay, dude, you're really gonna fucking do me like that. Healing is a big weakness of mine. Just the number of cards they have is a big weakness. Okay, that's like where the game just sort of turns in the other direction, though. Right, like he could win off the back of that. Give me a 2 cost. Okay, that's fine too. This could be some. Oh shit. I'm just not even worried about that because you just have to go again for face damage. Why does he look so weird there? Like is that like a bug? Or no, this is not the same one, I guess. I'm thinking like it's the same that I have. He's all dug into the ground a bit more than the other one. Literally throwing a football and using it to hit me. Very, very good animation. All right, so here we have to possibly do this, which we're just playing at too slow of a pace now to actually win. Bro, can you hurry up? Fucking animation takes so long. Okay, I pretty much lose here now, no matter what. This would at least almost kill some of those, but I almost don't even care. Like, it's the heal that threw me off, and obviously all their big stuff here is getting a little bit hard to deal with. This is a very good value card because, again, what would it have to be bad value? You'd have to copy something less than a 2-2 for 2, right? So anything above 2 is going to be good. So I'm not worried about even my health. I'm worried about the fact that of finishing them off, right? I never care about my own health too much. It's just a case of I mean, if they somehow can't deal with this, you might have a chance, but I just don't see it. It might have been better actually just to play it there then and ignore the 4-4 because I thought, oh, we're gonna try to avoid the we're gonna try to avoid the frenzy, but it's no use because whatever, you would have been able to kill it. Why would you even do that at a time like this? What the fuck kind of plays? This guy's made some really weird plays, but like you could have almost killed me there. Why would you? Losing to a rank 12 that I was even just saying like, oh, haha, we get to bully it or something, but it's a case where, okay. Clearly, he's got a lot of shit going for him, so you could still get saved by the block meter here as well, but again, doing that 9 damage is going to be very difficult. Or no, you won't get saved because of this. Yeah, that's really going to do it for me. But that was still a good streak. I can't be too upset about that. So we got to 28, but now we're going to have to win a couple more in a row to compensate. If only I could have gotten to 29. Now we're going to go on another bad streak or something. So we get Super Brains. We got to play for Badman Rising, which we've had some pretty good uses of it here finally. But when I first got it, I was very unable to even get to the point where I could play it. Maybe my style of play was not committed enough to doing that, but I would still sort of try to play pseudo aggro at times. Yeah, please let me win 2 in a row here, get to 29. I really need to get to at least 30 here today for sure. Otherwise, I'm going to fall way too far behind. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can't argue with it here. I don't mind keeping some of the higher cost cards at times. Right, at least when it's in a good curve, or at least like if I have a 1, 2, 3, and a 6, I don't mind keeping the 6 because you know you're going to be in a good curve position to get there. This guy's name definitely doesn't seem like a bot. But no, like that last game you should have won because just of the rank difference, but it just didn't work out. The deck he was using was very good pace, kind of. This is not meant to be... Okay, that's amazing. Speaking of saving higher cost cards, but we just have to make sure we have a good board position for Badman Rising. This guy is great for it too, because even if he dies, he gives you 2 more targets for Badman Rising. So now here we have to deal with this dude somehow. And the way that we can do that is not very clear, actually. So we just gotta last it out. I might have to end up doing that because this guy can get out of hand very quickly. I'm getting multiple PTSD references. How I died to the Triceratops in Ark. This thing triggers me because of that, and that was fairly recent too. And obviously losing to DDR with that fucking thing. If you play those two cards together, even though you can't, you know, you would fucking blow my mind. All right, so we're in a reasonable spot. It's not that you can't win on the board here in terms of aggro and stuff, but what you won't do is you won't. This is just like a better version of all the mines that you get because it also forces them over. But then again, yeah, because you get to choose kind of a bit more. I don't really understand how to deal with this fucker, so I'll just have to do it here. Right, and if he can keep dealing with these minions, then I can't do anything at all. So I don't even have a Bad Moon Rising, and I won't really... Okay, dude. What you're realizing is there's nothing you can do about this thing ever, so I'm just screwed. Right, any attempt I make is just in vain. He's just invincible. I can't deal with it. Even if I got another deadly, that might be the only chance I have. So I'll deliberately play it like, well, but then that fucks me over too, because it's like I'd be expecting to, I don't know. Like, oh, I'd be expecting that he's gonna have a way to deal with that. But the reality is he's gonna have a way to, you know, he has infinite removal. So of course that's not gonna stand. Okay, that's not too bad right now. At least we have an adequate board to be able to... That's not really the time to be doing it. Like, I would have put that in the middle, but then I can't play anything else. So finally we get rid of it. If I was to get Bad Moon Rising right now, I'd be very happy with it. With the, at least with the potential of what we can get here, but... not really that big of a deal. So we get a card draw from that. We have a lot of bonus attack potential here, but there could be like some sort of finisher that I can do if I just do like a double bonus. Like, I don't know exactly how. You could do like 4, then move it, then 4, then almost move it again, or move it and then just do that anyway. But I don't have enough mana to even do this. I don't know. Let me try to see if the bonus attack will at least be worth it. Or even the movement. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if now is really the time. It would have been better to try to use it as a removal aspect, but... No, you're almost going to be dead. And in fact, with the bonus attack again, the next turn, you'll definitely be dead. But I don't really have the time. The movement actually kind of hurt me because now it won't come first. With respect to... Or no, it doesn't matter if I can just do that. Now I'm incentivized not to play the Octo Zombie. And I'm also incentivized to... I'm also incentivized that you are triggering the block meter, so... Or I guess that won't trigger it anyway, so... Oh, so maybe I don't even do it like that. I could do a bonus attack with this, but then I might lose. I have to do it with this and then make sure it kills him with that. Because if I don't do that, then, you know, you have to rely on the bullseye. Just think she's Link with that little fucking hook shot there. But again, it's not even a very good value card, even as I'm winning with it, because it's the simple fact that you have, you know, oh, you got to play 4 mana for a 4/4. Like, who gives a shit? You could just have that anyway, right? Like, imagine using that other guy. What's his name even? That fucking clown 4 mana 4/4 with no effect. Like, nobody is using this shit. But I have no choice because, you know, it might still be one of the better things I have. Or maybe not really, but, you know, like, what deck uses Drum Major in there ever in the history of this game? And the answer is only fucking me. So please let me get to 29 here. I need to fucking do this quickly. It's just unfair, dude. Why does it have to be only a month? But then again, every game works like that, but no, at least this sets up where like I'm willing to skip other categories because I just don't give a shit. You know, how often do I do a challenge like this? So definitely I need to win this one. Then I don't mind if I lose a couple after that because, you know, we'll be at 29. So if I'm 30 today and it's like, what would that mean? It's like I'm 30 and then you have like about 15 days left. So it's like the halfway point. But it assumes that it's going to take a lot longer now as you go. So definitely get rid of that. You have a 1, 3, and a 4. I do like the idea of, you know, it's tough because you might say, oh, you shouldn't do that. But it's a case where those are good to have here. So the Brain Vendor is also good for that sort of, you could do this for free and then play Badman Rising in the same turn. And so you have the ability to realize that it's sort of free real estate. You'll just get a free minion out there as a trigger. So that one's good. The one that has the Death Rattle to summon the Swabbies is good. The Deadly 4-mana 3/3 with the barrel. And then, you know, even the Gargantua that when it gets hit, it summons a 1/1. So all those things play into giving you little tokens, basically, for Badman Rising purposes. On a plant mission. These taco tryhards are definitely earning their keep. This dude caught up a lot too. The Savage was much higher than him. Alright, so see, this is a very good value. I'm very happy about it. And so I'm doing very well. And I can even still play that too. Or even that. But this is kind of bad timing with the environments because, see, a plant could do it all at once. They could play the environment and get the benefit. The zombies would do this, but it would only become useful then next turn, you know? I could just undo that if I really wanted, but is it even that big of a deal? When a plant hurts the zombie hero, I don't care. I could always do it next turn. Let's see what we get. We get the legendary into even that. Right, as long as it's not in a gravestone itself, which is strategically why I didn't do that, because then it wouldn't have worked, right? Because you would... It would become a gravestone itself. Seems like we almost have a little too much card draw with how we get those back to back, but that's just a superpower card anyway. Most of my decks typically don't have card draw at all. So my board position is good. Oh, here we go, dude. Here it comes. That's very, very nice. So can I just get to the point where I can actually play it comfortably? And the answer is... Oh, that'll be fine, though, because... Fuck it. You'll just kill everything. What kind of clown is this? Even then, you'll still take them all out. But I'm not thinking about the cowboy in this kind of deck for OTK or doing as much damage as possible. I'm thinking about it for the simple fact of being able to clear the board. So this is the ideal use of it. Right? I don't care even if it dies there. That's beautiful. We won't even get a chance to play Badman Rising, but that's good. Good problem to have. Look at how early these games end. Like, what is this, Marvel Snap, where I fucking complain about the compulsory 6-turn end? This game puts Marvel Snap to shame because it doesn't end in 6 turns. Oh, I should have done that anyway. I'm just getting cocky, but you know, this game lasts longer than 6 turns, so it's better than Marvel Snap. This game has more starting cards than Hearthstone, which has 30 as the base deck. This has 40, so it must be more complicated. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Okay, good. More cards. Wait. Oh, I thought. Dude, don't fucking do this. The point is, yeah, this game lasts longer than 6 turns on average, or at least it has the option to, so it's better than Marvel Snap. It has more cards than Hearthstone in the starting deck, so it's more complicated and better than Hearthstone. It also has the ability to, you know, it has better animations and presentation and visuals than Magic, which doesn't have the same sense of personality and the visuals on the board. So the only game that it meets its match in is Yu-Gi-Oh, apparently. But otherwise, it's better than arguably a lot of them. Just again, in terms of presentation, or just imagine saying that, though, like, oh, your game is more complicated or has more starting cards in your deck than fucking, so that means it's more complicated and better and blah blah blah. To get Badman Rising, I need a couple of low-cost minions, which I'm not getting. But yeah, it's not a card that you want to wait for and fish for. You just want to have it. I could just draw here. Oh shit, look at him. Great minds think alike. As he even has greatest in his name. We'll see about that. So this is the battle for rank 30. Fittingly against rank 30. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. Oh, what a fucked up start though. What the fuck is that, dude? These turns are what just destroy you. Like, what is that? Even though he's doing the same thing. He's mirroring me. Or I guess I'm mirroring him though, because obviously it didn't actually hurt me that much because of how long they just waited and didn't do anything either, but you gotta go ahead, go for the double strike. But yeah, that's how you gotta think. Like, when you're doing something like this, you gotta play this game like every day, and it's gotta be the only game that you ever play, which is not really how I like to do things, but look at the clown, look at the clown. What the fuck is he doing in my deck still? But there's really nothing I can guaranteed say that is actually better. So, of course, I can't even do the bonus attack. You are trying to play this out on the board. I guess you could just move it there. Or you could do this. Or no, why did I even do that? Because that still won't kill it. What the? Or no, it will. Never mind. I don't know why I thought that was a 2-1. Each plan becomes a 4-4. Not really that disturbing. Like, how bad could it really be? Bro thinks he's Crystal Caves from fucking Hearthstone or whatever. The 4-4. You know, everything is a Hearthstone card. Not that Hearthstone didn't copy Magic, but you know, Blizzard puts their own little stamp. Like how they say, oh, it copied TF2. It's like, now you could move it and then you could do the double attack, triple attack. The problem is that it won't kill him because of the block meter itself, right? Otherwise that would be good. I should just do the bonus attack as a base. Oh shit. No. Oh, that would have been so good. Fuck. This hand is totally fucked. I can't do anything. I have so many bonus attacks in fucking fruition, and I don't understand exactly. So you'll move it, then you'll do a bonus attack, and then you could move it again, I guess. Right? Like, or no. Never mind, my math is kind of wrong. I maybe could have done it with. Oh, I should have, because you would have gained the one attack anyway. Or I also should have done it there. I'm so fucking stupid. Oh, wow. I mean, what should I expect from that 4-4 shit that he just did, but moving it isn't really going to do me much good here anyway, so I mean, that's kind of just a tough matchup. I don't know what to tell you. We're playing that as 5 or more, and then we could still move this shit and do a bonus attack and try. Like, the point is you would move it, do a bonus attack, then move it again. Something like that. Or maybe I don't have to, but you know, assuming that they don't have like a ton of ways to deal with this anyway. It could have been more of a guarantee if I did the bonus attacks itself. But yeah, see, stuff like this, you're never going to play well, maybe sometimes, but you want to play on the board more, so the amphibious is not really a priority most of the time. With 9 sun, you better have ways to deal with this, I'm sure. So it just means they might have a high burnout capacity, though, because if they run out of, you know, the 4-4s, then you have nothing probably better in there. You'll have a bunch of weenies like Carnassus Brood type shit. You could bonus attack it. Okay, so you have pretty much no chance of doing this here. Even if you do the bonus attack and you move something, it wouldn't really matter at all, so that's fine. That was still a good little streak that we went on, and so now rank 29 on the nose. We got to win 3 more. Perfectly fine. So now we go back to Wall Knight here. Okay, you got to get me to rank 30 here. Give me 3 in a row, and I'll be happy with it. Maybe playing in the morning is better than playing at night. I'll come up with all these superstitious type things, but this is the kind of matchup that's going to start to get worse, though, because I don't think that it's going to be very good, like, because I'm too slow. This deck is actually arguably the worst, not in itself, but in terms of these potential matchups, right? You're going to have all this, like, oh, we'll get to turn 10 every game, but then we'll get destroyed because, you know, what is my end game, late game play? The Loco Coco isn't going to carry me enough. That's only a 6 cost, right? You still got to end it in a reasonable amount of time and win on the board, which is very hard to do in the context of what we're trying to do here. So that's an unfortunate play because I don't want to give up the team up, but I also don't want to give him too much shit there, so I don't know what to do. I guess you could just do this. The music seems to bug out like sometimes there, like whatever that was. Is that related to the card, or is that sometimes it just goes into that mode? Well, that's okay. At least we're stopping them from getting that effect. Sis thinks she's Dahlia Hawthorne. I have a reference for everything. Or that chick from even the first case of Great Ace Attorney, who's like the offspring of Richard Wellington or whatever from the first case of Justice for All, and Dahlia Hawthorne, obviously. Oh, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but I thought that was... I thought that that had team up, which most of the mines typically should have that. So we'll get the bear. That wasn't my intended play at all, actually, but... But it's still a decent board to have, and we have the heal potentially incoming. We have the Astro Kato as well. I'm saving this thing for way too fucking long, though, the clown shit. Maybe the heal would actually be pretty good here. Yeah, fuck it, we can do it next turn, even though some of this stuff is gonna die. This will trade in favorably. This will also be good. Deadly, okay, dude. They're just gonna have too much value, and look at the conjuration, man. When you conjure this much, right? I'm never gonna beat you, especially with this deck. I could rush you down maybe with Combustible or somebody, but look at that value that we just got. Look how much he still has in his hand. Even if they're not very good cards, there's just too many cards. This could almost be worth it now with the amount of mad shit that he's done. Right, like what am I doing, man? And why doesn't any of this shit have team up though anyway? That's not a very good use of that card at all, but we may get the guy back, the fucking little Astro Kato. He is down to 10, so we might at some point be able to just go face and win something like that, but if we do this and we take advantage of that, that alone could kill him, but we'll see what he does. Play like a big minion here, and then we can just win. Would be my ideal outcome. I don't even see the point of doing that fucking heal right now. This would be my only chance. If he doesn't have a way... Okay, dude. I wish heal would also, like, remove status effects. There's no way to get rid of something like the freeze, you know? You get the pit again. I'd love to do a move here, like, where you just do this. Like, what if I just don't play anything? Or like, oh god. Okay, this will like sort of polymorph something end of turn. I don't know what the fuck is going on. None of these plays are really having any impact at all on the game. And again, he just has an infinite amount of value, infinite amount of cards, so there isn't shit all I can do here. So can you now deal with the Astrocado thing again? Because that would at least be good. Look at his hand. Like, it's just disgusting, man. But they're low enough to where you would almost have had a chance, but I don't know exactly how to deal with this. I don't care too much about that even, but destroy zombie, make a 1/1 thing with team up. Okay, we can save that. I would have liked to have done a sick play with that, but they're not giving me the chance. Dude, bro has an infinite amount of conjuration, so I don't know what the wait, what? You can play a I hear you like buried treasure, so I play buried treasure on buried treasure, so I can get another buried treasure, even though you wouldn't because it's not legendary. But yeah, this pretty much seems about right. Just go here. Like, I don't give a shit, dude. What the fuck is this turn, bro? Like, what the fuck is happening? He's gonna do like a bonus attack and kill me with that, and then I should have, I don't know what's happening, dude. Why would you do it? I don't know what's happening. Okay, 8. Yeah, I should have healed. I should have used, how do I know? But I guess he has so many brains that you would expect him to do some wild crazy shit. Like, what are the chances I would have actually won that game? And the answer is pretty fucking low, considering that you know, there was some vague chance of winning before, like, oh, I had an Astrocado for 5 and something else for 5, so if they just didn't have a way to deal with it that turn, they would have been pretty low, but you can't expect that. They just have an answer for everything all the time. We got Infinity, so we do want to try to get to 30 here plus. Would be very nice. We've had a couple good streaks here. That's all you need. Like, just give me a 3 in a row with a couple heroes. And again, it might be deceptive. Like, it won't get that much harder when you get farther because of the simple fact, I guess I'm just not used to doing stuff like this. Like, this is more exhausting and annoying than it should be. I guess I was doing something similar to chess, like when I was playing so much chess and trying to get 1700 or whatever, you know, always willing to do that. But yeah, this is basically replaced that, but it's replaced even more because just of the time constraints alone. You have a 1, 3, and a 4, which I normally would be pretty happy with, and that's such a high, you know what, I'll still take my chance. It's such a high value card that I can't argue with, you know, with having it, so I'm not really too happy. Oh no, dude, these freeze decks can be annoying as fuck, but then why are you only rank 6 if you're using that shit? You would have hoped that you would have gotten a 2-cost card, because it's not as though this deck doesn't have a lot of them, but it's okay, I guess. Now, what they're going to do is the next 50 million minions I play are all going to get frozen, and I won't be able to do shit about it. That's pretty much how it works. Even like freeze a gravestone or free, you know, there's effects like that too. Now that will do an adequate amount of damage there. Maybe I'll have to do this even though it'll die. Or maybe I shouldn't bother, I don't know. That could be certainly a good value, but they're going to freeze a whole bunch of shit, which I guess when you have this many things out there, it doesn't matter what you freeze. And before they do an AoE freeze, but fuck it, dude. This will do a certain amount of damage too, but I guess not. I mean, this dude alone is just going to end my whole fucking existence. Now this would be okay to try to get rid of a couple different things here. This is an aggro deck in case I've forgotten in doing all this, but I don't know. So now 5-4. I don't know. Maybe I should just move it and do that, or... But either way, you're not going to get the strike through aspect here. You know, this one could just get out of hand though, so let's just do it. You get the strike through, you'll get that. You'll get a couple of these. Sometimes this can sort of cuck your board in a way that you don't want, but they're pretty low on cards, so that's always the count that I look at, that you can win based on that. That's okay. This is okay. You'll get in the 6, I hope. Okay, no block meter. And what you have now is a simple ability to, you know, potentially buff everything up in a way that should be good. That, normally I would say it doesn't bother me, but I am pretty low, so it might not have been such a bad play for them. And so now you have, you know, as much as I would have liked to have done the buff, I don't really care because of the simple fact that you want to fill the board up as much as possible just to try to survive, which I never thought you would say is an aggro deck, but it's fine. So they're still going to last it out. I mean, this dude's always stuck around for a long time. And I would die to just that thing alone, so I don't know exactly if I have the adequate way to survive this. Like, if he has a bonus attack or anything there, I'm fucked. Because this board is very sexy, but there's nothing you can do. Okay, even that's fine, but you'll have some other removal or shit? I don't even know. Yeah, this guy's deck was not very good. Worthy of rank 6, even if it seemed like maybe he was doing something. It wasn't like the true ice synergy deck where they just have a freeze every fucking turn, basically. So how long have I even been doing this? At least I conquered the black bar issues. I'm only about an hour, so 2 ranks in an hour isn't too bad, but come on, give me a little win streak here. I'm just practically begging for it sometimes. Give me some of these shitty low rank matchups, even though I just did lose to a rank 12 at some point here, though. It's kind of a little sad. Yeah, at least I came up with finally a fun way to end this series, because I was thinking from day one, I thought, oh, I'll just play every hero once until I lose, and that'll be the whole series. It wasn't meant to be like a year-long fucking thing, but whatever. Oh, speaking of rank 12, my kryptonite. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Oh, shit. Oh, he sees the fact that I'm rank 29, even though I'm obviously not very good or anything like that. Oh, yeah, that's what we need. Let's just do a fucking... win trading concession fiesta where I just hire people to fucking do it or have a friend do it, but you know, I wouldn't fear it. Yeah, like that person's saying what I always say, like, oh shit, you know, it's not fair, I'm getting ranked against all these try-hard clown rank 29, but who's played the game for a year, even if casually. We need like a little voice thing of that, like as a subscribe or follow thing. Casually, well, the way that Matthew Perry says it as Chandler in with the girl that I'm seeing casually. I love that line. This is the way he says it is kind of funny, because he's like all bent out of shape over commitment. If he was doing ketamine casually, he wouldn't have died, but he was being supplied ketamine by Yoda. Okay, you're basically doing this thing that's always very fun, where you just allow the game to be totally uninteractive, where I can't do anything. See, the environment thing I'm almost not even worried about, but maybe that's why I played it instead, I don't know. But like, why wouldn't you do this? Because, well, maybe you're worried about the buffing, but let's just bully green shadow all fucking day. This game is very important, of course, because this will get me to where I need to go in terms of... This will get me where I need to go in terms of the... he's always going for, like, the lower priority targets here, though. To rank 30, because I just got that freebie win as well, so I have to make sure it counts. I can use one of the 1/1s from that to kill this if I so feel inclined. I don't care too much about my health, but maybe that's a little problematic. We have all this shit to do with environments that I don't even care about. Like, what the fuck, dude? Right, there are no environments to even worry about. There is no such environment. But that I would have liked to have done. He's just ignoring it. Like, what the fuck is this? I have to survive. Basically what he's doing for now. Or you know what? This might be worth it. Because he's going to absorb that with the block meter anyway, so... And maybe I feel like I'm so vulnerable because I've lost the block meter the whole time. But there's so many games where I do win even after getting all 3 of those block meters popped. Don't be that. 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 Okay. This isn't too bad, but now it's a question of whether I should worry about this shit or not. Like, like you do this and then you do the thing later, but I don't know. I am getting pretty fucking low, so I don't know what to tell you. Their hand is drying up enough to the point where I feel like I could win normally, but I won't because... Oh, I mean, even that, you underestimate. This is obviously doing it all at once. Fucker. Now I have to win 2 more again, even after that freebie fucking concede. That very rarely happens. I mean, somebody might just disconnect normally. Wait, who did I just play as even? I even just fucking saw it. Hang on. But yeah, we've had a couple good streaks here, so I need like basically 1 more. It almost makes me feel like I want to push it farther, but I don't know because of how much time I really have. Usually, this aspect is a little bit hard to even keep track of. It was definitely Wall Knight. I don't know why I was so unsure about that. Okay, Wall Knight, so we go from Wall Knight to obviously Green Shadow. I've always liked Green Shadow from the beginning of this playthrough, but he hasn't always delivered. You get spoiled with 2 Dark Matter Dragon Fruits and you still can't do this shit. Like, you know, you should be winning every game. You even start with 1 and I'll even keep it, but I need some low cost things to complement it. And, you know, imagine keeping 2 8-cost cards in your starting hand, but I definitely wouldn't want that one, but I don't mind keeping it because it could be that impactful that I don't mind, you know. I'll get to turn 8 and like, oh, if only I had it, I would have won, but then I won't get it. Like, you know, you don't want to be in that position. I'd rather have it and not need it than not need it and have it. Or like, you know, not get to the point where I can play it. And now it becomes a question of... I mean, you should do that, though. You definitely want to save that for removal, which... If I was playing more of an aggro Green Shadow deck, I'd be a clown and just do it anyway, but the way that I Berry Blast their face and shit when I have nothing else to do, it always feels like such a crime when you don't play anything, when you have the extra mana. Like even right now, I could have done it. They're playing a little bit slow, which I like in this context, but it also might mean that they'll beat me in the long term. Even after I play Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, they'll still deal with it and still win. This can be good, I guess, but... Hema, +1/+1 on a plant's played here. The Frenzy is going to possibly wreck me, so I don't know what... I don't know. Or maybe they won't even play anything over it, which is a little odd. Yeah, you're losing to an inanimate fucking environment. Like what? Lost Coliseum should be an environment like that, not a fucking zombie. Like I don't even get it. History Sports Zombie. Where is the fucking zombie, dude? Okay, that isn't really worth it, but I might have nothing else really to play. Unfortunately, I can't really use that either super effectively, so I'll just have to play it as a static play anyway, or Or actually not. Maybe I could do this. Even though you'll arguably still get a certain amount of value from it. I'll do it now just because it's some form of removal, but I'm not too happy about it. And this effect could be very valuable, right? But I'm not able to get anything to... You know, I can't play anything there for now, so... I should only have to win... no, I'll have to win 3, I think, now. Because to initiate the win streak itself... Not really feeling too good about this one. He seems to really have... I don't care if you do that. Like, I'm actually happy. Right? I want to trade stuff as much as possible. You're playing right into my hands, but his hand size is so much bigger that I feel always so scared about that. That was just always my first instinct in this game, more so than any other card game. Like, hand size is everything. I guess I could do these two together now. Whatever he plays, I'll just counter it directly. Like, play right where he is because I know it's going to get bounced. Or play that stupid clown guy then. Going to be the second time we bounce him, or maybe not. Or yeah, it is. Well, I guess I can't do exactly what I was saying there, but... You look how tilting that is. He's done it twice in a row with all that effort. And we still fucking do it. Now, the next time he does it, we'll kill it with Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, or we'll just actually use a destruction card on it. Yeah, effects like this have so much impact because they can play like an 8-cost thing, and then you just flip it back. Like that stupid Primordial Cheese Shover. These kind of cards are so good. I don't care about their health as much. I just care, like, do I have a static good board position until being able to play Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, which I should be able to have. One more turn to go. So let's see what he's got. Okay, at least now he's... Wait, what? He's that tilted about it that he just did that? Make it a 0-5. See, normally I wouldn't buff that either because it's already such a high priority target, but I don't know what kind of nonsense play he just made. Okay, that's fine too. 1-8. Oh, you're already fucking dead anyway. Yeah, see, now I don't even get to see Dark Matter Dragon Fruit because I'll win my second game today with this card. Even if, man, he just loves that fucking card. With Combustible, it's very rare that you actually win with that, but it can just be... Like, see, it's tantamount to do a bonus attack once. You wouldn't need an 8-cost card to do 3 fucking bonus attacks, like... Or no, we only need the one more, obviously, now. So this is good. This is actually fine. I don't mind if you don't have a turn 1 play, even though I am a big fan of those 1-mana 2/2s all the time. My kind of value, if you follow that along the line, you'll get a 5-mana 10/10, a 10-mana 20/20, which you obviously don't always do that, but still. It becomes more about effects later on, but I'm somebody who loves that sort of just base value. Which you'd say, oh, you could just use removal on it, but, like, you could do that anyway, so... You know, like, you play a 5-mana 5/5, you could just use removal on that versus a 5-mana 10/10, so... Again, unless you're relying... Oh, shit, keep doing it, dude. Keep doing it. I don't know why, but... You know, at least with the other guy, oh, he's a lower rank, so maybe he's afraid of rank 29, but... Fuck, dude. We're just gonna lag switch our way to victory. Rank 30, first time I've ever gotten there, and we should do a little pack opening, but... Let's see if we can speed run to rank 31 now. And let's see if the whole aspect changes, whether we can... Well, I don't want to find out, but if we lose, will we lose, go back to rank 29 or something? We technically have a 1, 2, and a 3, so I can't really argue with that, but... Yeah, it's going to be like there aren't enough people at rank 40 plus to play against, so you'll keep playing against these kind of people, right, rank 20s and below, and do whatever you want. This is okay, I guess. Yeah, but this has been a nice, long series, and I never would have expected it to last this long. I wanted to make a series out of Duelist 2 after this, but now I'm not so sure. In fact, I will, because I said I was going to do it. But then I'll also do on Thursday I'll turn that into like a permadeath committed run type of shit. Like an actual regular series that I do. Like, it's hard to explain, but that's kind of what I would normally do in the past. Like, I'll pick a game like I've never played before. Let's do a first playthrough permadeath of such and such a new game, like Breath of the Wild or whatever, or something, you know. And then I'll do it until I either succeed or I die, and then I'll move on to the next one. The problem with that is I can be sometimes too slow with it. Like, I'll want to take my time and like 100% it like I do with games that I'm playing for the first time, which is fine, but that's just a lot to do when you're only doing it a little bit on a weekly basis. Almost makes me want to do my nostalgia gauntlet thing instead, with respect to the simple fact that you're able to play games that I've already beaten before and already 100%ed before, and just tried to do a permadeath run of them for the first time, which I tried to do unsuccessfully with Donkey Kong 64, one of my favorite games ever, but I wasn't able to really do it. Not a bad spot to be in, but this seems kind of like a nonsense play, so I maybe would rather do this into something else. But you could do it here, I guess. You'll still kill it, you'll still protect the cattail. Springfield's best defense. Protect the cats, because they're eating the dogs and cats, which... Again, I wouldn't have said it in that context, but there's no doubt that there are some people who have said that there, who live there, so I wouldn't completely discount it the way that everybody is so eager to do, but it's one of those like false duality moments. Like, just because it's happened once or twice doesn't mean that everybody's doing it, but also just because, you know, it doesn't mean that nobody's done it either, so it's like an isolated argument. I love the attack animation on this guy. The little pea pod. Okay, we're doing very well. I just need to figure out... This is one of those horrible turns, though, where I can't do anything. Fuck, man. And it's a... You know, you can't even complain as a plant, because you always have team up anyways as an option. So just because I happen to not have it, it ends up fucking up here, but... They're very close to dying, and in fact, now I should have the ability to win because of this again, but... Let me see what I can do. You have the team up capability, and so... Get +1/+1 when you play a plant here. I mean, it's the best I could have done, but nothing really matters. So now the triple attack has to be my victory condition. But actually, I forget how that works with the block meter because of the simple fact... Or maybe we won't find out because this will trigger the block meter anyway. Or I guess it won't. Because yeah, it'll trigger the block meter, but then you should still get to do the rest of it. Or no, I won't even be able to do it now because you have oh shit. You'd have to trigger the block meter and then kill him too in the same turn, which I can't do. If I could just get a minion to stick here without dying, for fuck's sake, dude. Alright, we're gonna get hard stuck here. Or wait, I didn't even die. We're gonna get hard stuck here on the precipice. Or no, we already got it, but I'm just... Okay, maybe I should do like a mini pack opening here to celebrate getting to rank 30. I'm just trying to like make up extra ground. Gravestone pack. Sometimes I'll do these different ones. Diamond League bundle. Your reward for getting the diamond is to fucking pay real money to get, like, what the fuck, dude? At least let me use the gems to do it. Let's see what it is. 2,800 gems, bonus 4 times. What? Limit 1 per player. Yeah, fuck you, dude. Let's see if there's something in here that I actually want. Not really, actually. None of those are too exciting. Although that's a pretty... Let's do one of them just for the fuck of it. That's a pretty commonly overused card, actually, at this stage. That's new. Wait, ×2? That's very rare that you get 2 of the same card in the same pack. Maybe I should open 3 of these, which I almost don't want to, but... I kind of want that fucking guy. That 5/5 fucker who mixes around the gravestones. But there's no guarantee of any kind, but just let's try it. It's gonna be too much of the same shit over and over. Fucker. 3 times the charm, even though this seems like a total fucking waste. I won't even do it, I'll just do a regular one. I love the music when you do that. I don't open packs very often, so I mean... And I could have opened a lot more packs over the course of this playthrough if I had just... At least if you give me something new. It doesn't have to be something even good, right? Just something different that I don't have. Like, I got so many event cards that So it's possible that I would want a second one of those, but maybe not. And it's only like Wall Knight who could maybe use it, or maybe... I don't really care about that. Why is that even new? Did I just get that? I feel like that was from a while ago. Wall Knight would have that. Right, would I really want a second one of those? And the answer is probably not. We have enough of a top-heavy thing going. Unless you say on average it'll be better than this, but whatever, I don't care. And then the zombies got a lot of things, but not really anything new with respect to, or like, I don't know, like, nothing really good that I would, yeah, you have fucking 12 of those. Like, what kind of fucked up collection is this, dude? Oh yeah, this was actually objectively new, and we got 2 of them. When revealed, steal 2 sections of the block meter. That's actually pretty good, as much as I complain about the block meter. Who else can use it, given the class types? Probably just the Yeti could use it. Let's see what we got. I guess some of these I keep complaining about the environments. Like, I don't feel like I use... The freeze can sometimes be a bit more impactful. Even though this is a 3/2, it's like... That can be very good. This can be okay. Do 1 damage to each plant. The first time, it's a very specific effect. I don't know if I really care about it too much. I feel like I don't often get value from it. Right, I can't remember the last time I would have. The Yeti should have it. This is 8 new cards, but they're not really good. Or no, I can't... Wait, what? I never think of him really as sneaky. Again, is there just something similar that doesn't have a special value to me? And it could be the same thing, like with the... Like, you gotta think, how often are you gonna get the effect? Do I get this effect often enough? And the answer is no. This is a guarantee no matter what, right? You're always just gonna do that. Which could be used in a very meta sense. Like, you're about to have lethal that you wouldn't have had if you didn't steal the block meter because they would have been saved. Right, so as much as I hate that mechanic, we can use that on the Yeti as well. And so, let's try to see if we can find a spot for it there. That's a pretty safe bet of a card to put in there, because if this guy's a 2/3, this guy is the same thing, with a better effect. Like, why give them 1 plant? Sometimes it can be good to kind of block off their ability to play something there, but... Again, I just think it's just a better, safer, more consistent effect. So now we have the ability to do... let's go ahead and look at the Smash. Hey, sorry, I was AFK for a second. How's it going, Basilisk? Can't believe rank 45. That's where I should be now. I don't want to fall behind. This is the farthest I've ever been to, 30. And yeah, I love how they give you that with the, oh, you know, I lost his green shadow, so we'd go to Solar Flare there, and we go to the Smash here. Or did I just lose at the Smash? I don't know why I keep forgetting. They give you that, oh, buy $20 premium bundle as soon as you get to rank 30. Like, really, dude? That's my reward? I have to buy a fucking microtransaction in a free-to-play run? Let's see, it must have been the Yeti that we just played as. Green Shadow went on a pretty good win streak. Or wait, it's showing infinity. How can that be? Oh, because I was messing around, I guess. It always confuses me when I do that. So it will actually be the Yeti that we play as. Rank 30. Yeah, that's... I've never played long enough to really get farther than that. Yeah, sure, we can 1v1. Yeah, I've never been at the top of my friends list on the... Maybe I was like the first day this month, but generally there's always somebody who's fucking tryharding. I feel like... who's that one guy? I feel like Fox is typically at rank 50. I feel like there's somebody else too. Okay, so I either have the Yeti or the... Solar Flare. Of course, this thing always bugs out sometimes. Let's see. Think your friend is busy. Yeah, of course. And I love that it says everybody's always away, but nobody's ever truly offline. This game is like some sort of Bitcoin miner shit. It's just always active on your phone. The joke's on you, though. I don't play it on phone. The Solar Flare and Yeti. Yeah, and don't be deceived by my rank 30 because I've lost to rank 10s and stuff all the time. It's just, you know, it doesn't always mean that you're actually that good. It's actually quite an accomplishment that I've even been able to do it. But now we'll see if I can get to rank 50, which I think is probably pretty unlikely. But the matchups are so skewed that you sometimes don't feel it. You know, I'm playing like people 20 ranks above or below or all the time. So on the ladder when it's supposed to be like, what's the point of a matchmaking system if you're getting matched against people that vastly different? Then it basically doesn't matter then. Yeah, and then the other bug that's been bothering me is those black bars whenever I open the game. I don't know why that's been happening lately. At least if I could figure out the source, then I could fix it, but it's just like dumb luck. I just relaunched and it fixed itself. So you have to open the game in not full screen, then once the game opens, then you go full screen or something like that. Let's go to Solar Flare. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Sometimes we both have to reset or something. Okay, so let's see what we got. We've gotten screwed out of the hand in a lot of these games today, actually. And this might be another one. That's not too bad, I guess. I feel like this is often never really good value, though. That's one of those more, like, worst-case scenario cards where, like, I only do it if I'm losing anyway. Like, the kind of game where I would get the chance to play that is the kind of game that I'm not going to win with an aggro deck anyway. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I wonder if you could do like a 1-to-1 mirror matchup in this game where like every turn you play the same exact effective card, like how we did there. Would you be able to do that as a zombie and a plant where everything is completely identical or as close to itself as possible? The same stat, the same value, the same effect almost. Some of the effects just aren't even existent on the other side. Okay, this is what I mean by like, oh, the kind of game I'm gonna lose if I have to play that as a dead turn play. That's so shitty. 103 event cards. When played behind a plant, that's pretty good value though. 4 mana, 2/7. I like that. When played behind a plant, this game becomes a 7/2, which I don't even really want that. I wonder if that'll count. Or you know what? This is still better for now though. if the act of playing it there would cause it to summon it. Oh no, it's another lane, so it wouldn't even matter. I'm even just trash talking how bad value that is, but it actually, that's one of the best uses of it you can have. Yeah, let me try to skip ahead and get to rank 35 now, because this has been kind of a good session. Like, the last session I played was what, on Friday night, and that was super, I was getting my ass beat, kind of. And maybe depends on time of day or something. That's gonna help, you know, all these little weird quirks you're gonna try to come up with to try to explain why I'm losing so badly sometimes. So this will be good to do 2 damage somewhere. This will be good. I mean, considering the aggro nature of it, it's possible I would want that, but generally speaking, I don't think I would. Right? They would have to have no way to deal with it, and it'll probably be a lot easier to deal with now. Yeah, see? Fucking... I even say I know that I shouldn't do it, but I still do it anyway. +1/+1 frenzy. Not a big deal in this case, but... I mean, it could be one of the pairs that actually gives me another set. Oh, shit. And actually, both of them don't work the same way, right? So if it was that one, it wouldn't be as good. Now this one, I get to do the whole thing all over again. Assuming that I even want to do that. I might have a certain incentive to do this here, but... I do kind of want to get rid of this guy. As much as I would have loved to have done the pair thing again. I do love this guy's whole appearance and effects and everything. Yeah, this is actually getting a little tense now because the game is sort of dragged out where it probably would be to his favor. -1, not really even worth it, but I'll still do it. Okay, they're pretty low. Let me see if I can finish them off, but it's gonna be hard. This would be good in the environment. This will be good in the environment. We're kind of rolling in these fucking things here. There's not even gonna be enough room for this. And of course that bypasses the stupid block meter. I mean, this is a dream come true, but it could kind of blow up in my face with respect to the ability of whatever, like, now I won't be able to play anything else, so now the best I'll have is a dinky 1/1 for the rest of the game, kind of constraining my space a bit. Oh shit, I kind of doubt that'll make a difference, but oh shit, but when it's hurt, damn, that's one of the best things you could get, I guess, with so little out there too. Being like in the water, please. Oh well, I guess partly in the, yeah, that was like the worst case scenario for me too with the Badman Rising. Oh shit. What a clutch comeback, and I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Yeah, there's really no counter for that. Good game. Damn, that was a pretty epic Badman Rising outcome, though. I mean, this guy is just always a beast. Somehow I wasn't actually expecting him to be having that in there. To see how impactful even Badman Rising can be with only like 2 things out there. And it had to be like where I have a team up, so I'm double attacking this, so he gets 2 of them out there. And I even got what I wished for with the with the water one. Like, oh, please put one in the water so I can finish him off almost, but I didn't realize that it would be both. Oh, shit. If it wasn't for the block meter, we would have actually had that. Good game. Now from Solar Flare, we can go to the Yeti. Or hang on, I'll be back in a second. Too much luck, but that's good. I mean, Badman Rising is meant for epic moments like that. Whole deck is tricks, yeah. That is kind of that guy's style. That hero. Oh, you're still there? I thought he was gone. Okay, so let me do a couple more. You want to do another one too? Oh, now he's like, look, he's. I thought they do it by rank. They show it by rank, but he's at the top. Maybe because he was online most recently. Because yeah, it goes 42, 45, 18. Yeah, it totally ranks your friends by their rank in the game. Yeah, I'll do Yeti and Combustible, and then see if I can get a little further here. Yeah, we can do uncharted after this. 30 to 32, or the whole beauty is even if I lose here, it doesn't matter because I'm already safe at the rank. Like, you have to wait until you get whatever, like a couple of stars, and then you have to worry about it. So the trick is just win 3 in a row every time that you, or you know what could fuck me over too is if I lose a friend game with this, then well, it's not that you lose the streak, you just lose the hero who started the streak. Oh, look, he's on 245. I mean, it wasn't a speed run to see if I could get to rank 50 before everybody else, but it's sort of a bad indication if I'm falling behind people so much. Like, it's not like I'm really ahead of the curve. It's been 15 days, so I have 15 days left to get the other 20 ranks, and presumably they're a lot harder than the ones that I've done so far because of the simple... Well, actually, I should do both here. So do this, and then do this. It'll be a lot harder now, potentially. Whether it be because of the matchups or whether it be because of losing ranks, I don't even know. But no, I definitely won't say that it was easy, but it's definitely time consuming, if nothing else. It'd be interesting to go back and actually see who were the best performers during this run, because I've given everyone a fair shot based on, you know, whenever I lose, I'm rotating through all the heroes. So I'm not giving any sort of favoritism. The only favoritism is meritocracy. Like, if they do good, then I play as them more. That's the only reason. Fuck it, I'll do that too. I'm playing this kind of almost aggro right now. But the problem is the block meter still fucks me over. Or no, it doesn't. It doesn't, actually. That's very lucky that they didn't get saved from the 6 damage. Card draw isn't going to save you now. This is kind of a massacre if I can actually win here. What could they possibly do on turn 5? Even that's a little greedy because of the simple fact that I should have probably done that. Sometimes I get a little too overconfident, but I'm doing it for the pet damage. No, no, no. Oh, yeah, what could they possibly do? That's one of the things they could possibly do. But you're still dead. You're still dead. Even with that. That thing is actually a nasty card. The the winter melon. That can be so game-changing. Who did we play as the last game? It was like... Must have been... Solar Flare. Yeah, we're sort of split down the middle with 3 aggro, 3 mid-range kind of decks. You know, Wall Knight, Smash, Super Brains, and the Yeti are all are all sort of more mid-range. Nothing's really control because I don't have the kind of collection that would constitute that, or this game just doesn't even really allow that too much. And then you have, you know, control is like the magic beanstalk type shit or something, where you'd really get that, like you're milling through your whole deck or something. And I haven't really ever seen a mill deck in this game either, where it's really come down to that point. You're always going to win or lose before that happens. That should be okay. I mean, so I'm assuming he's going to play a bit aggro himself with respect to, you know, Nightcap. I'm not really too familiar with any sort of other Nightcap decks that we've seen. Just sort of flood the board with all these mushrooms early. This seems good, but then it's not a very good curve play either, unfortunately. Here, let's play it a little differently. When I'm playing Hearthstone Zombie Hero, that's not really a big deal. The one that really scares me is that one that makes a copy. I forget what it's called, where it copies what you play there. That can be nasty. Alright, so now at least we get a good double play here. And so now you're able to... Okay, that thing can be a little scary, but it's maybe a little bit late in the game to be playing it. Oh, but that can farm out the card draw. That's a good interaction. Because it doesn't have to hurt it by somebody attacking you. Oh, shit. I'm even saying how that one doesn't scare me too much. Of course, this is a recent addition that we got from a pack. Last 3 packs we opened were kind of shitty, but we got this one and the Loco Nut kind of in anticipation or early on during the phase of doing this Permadeath challenge. So those are the most recent legendaries we got. So we want to do something about this lane, but I almost can't do anything about it. That doesn't really seem worth it, but I'll still do it anyway. I almost would be willing to do that because of how insane it's been for him. Right, that is quite the interaction. I don't think we've seen that exact one before. Yeah, speaking of Magic Beanstalk. Yeah, like actually getting to the point where you can do that. But it's just one card. It's not like, or like that stupid zombie virus where you're gonna try to play like Jade Idol or something. This bro is literally clowning me with the Astro Shroom. Okay, that is quite the thing, dude. Speaking of mill, I've never seen mill. He's gonna mill himself. Good game. You know, that's a rare case where the win streak is broken even though I'm playing on the thing. You know, like I'm on a win streak on the ladder, but I lost the hero that I was playing as because I still count that in between. Yeah, that is a very crazy interaction that I probably should not have allowed to happen for that long. It would have been worth it to... God game, it would have been worth it to use that squash on it, actually. Okay, we can do a little height here, I guess, although sometimes that's a high priority for them to block stuff. Because they are, you know, you always play... I have a real inhibition about playing stuff on the far left because I feel like they're always going to counter it. Or even the center. You hate Nightcap? Yeah, thankfully I don't see him too often, so I don't really even mind it too much. Now here I don't mind playing a little bit on the board like that if I... Yeah, no, just to keep total dominance over the board here, and they don't get to play too many tricks. Okay, that's not a big deal. I mean, I guess it didn't really stop them from playing something. Normally, I wouldn't make a play like that, even. That's the reason why people like the Space Cadet so much, is just because you can play it in the trick phase as a minion, but I'm still not entirely convinced that it's that good as people make it out to be. Now this could be kind of a nasty play if you do it with this, and again, they'll have plenty of tricks with which to deal with it, though. All you need is like one of these big attacks to get in there, and you will... Fuck. And you will be very much within the lethal range. Oh, come on, man. Still okay, but healing also cucks me. They're pretty low on cards, though, for what it's worth. And I never have to worry about my health with a deck like this. Yeah, unless you have some crazy conjuration, which I'm sure you will. Oh, shit. Not really the greatest. Or no, I shouldn't have done that. I should have used that as face damage, but now I'm not even sure what to do. Because it's way too late in the game for them to be at 20 health. I might still win, though, actually, surprisingly, because their hand is not really all that impressive. But I'm just not getting minions I can play either. And I guess I'll just do it for the sake of it, but... Yeah, aren't you gonna run out of cards unless you get like an actual major conjuration, like some whatever that 4-cost card is, Conjure an Imp, Gargantua, blah blah blah. Damn it, though, I'm just not getting anything though. It's surprising to be in this sort of top deck situation. Because, and still having a chance, but not really. They just have way too much health. Like, there's no win condition now. Unless you had, like, some crazy, even then, I have to get saved by the block meter. The combustible kind of lets me down a little bit. We did the Yeti, combustible. Now we'll go to Wall Knight after we go to you want another best of 3 match, even though he would have already won the best of 3 because he beat me 2 out of 3. The smash. We got the smash, and then we got what do we got? The smash and the Wall Knight. Yeah, I don't even mind this losing streak that we're on now, though, because it's like you're able to appreciate that we got to 30, so now at least it's like always a safe haven checkpoint. Like, imagine if you lost ranks too, and in addition, you'd be screwed. Like, oh, I lose now, I go to rank 29, then I lose again, I go to rank 29 and 4 stars and so forth, and then you even get like a losing streak with stars too. Like, you lose 3 in a row, now you lose like 3, 5 ranks or whatever. Or, I mean, like 2 ranks at a time, at least. And maybe a little bit too predictable by always favoring that second lane, but the logic behind it is pretty good. Fuck. Sometimes I'm underestimating some of these people because of their rank. Like, oh, he's only ranked 20, but somehow it doesn't really matter too much. Or even like Basilisk himself is beating me in some pretty epic games. That first game, I guess I was very likely to win because that Bad Moon Rising was really convenient, but still. That second one was pretty clean. But that interaction was nuts with the Astro Shroom. So now we will go ahead and do 2 and 2. I mean, shouldn't this guy be a pet because he's dressed up like a fucking chicken? That's actually not too big of a deal. Again, I like their hand situation, that it just doesn't seem that good. So, I'll see how far I can get. I don't know how long I want to do this. I wanted to see if I could just steal a couple extra ranks, because I was saying I should get at least a rank. This you almost should do, but I won't do it because I'd rather spread the love a little bit. And it's not like what he has is really worth doing. Even as good as that is, it sort of overrides what you already have out there. Make a 1-1 with team up, but you're not even gonna do it. So yeah, we should win this just on raw value. See how easy this game was? And I'm gonna be made to eat my words, but it's just not a big deal because, you know, like, it's so easy when they don't have like a bunch of crazy shit. Conjuration and top end value and stuff. Okay, that's still fine. We get to show off all our mid-range value stuff here. This card is absolutely garbage too. I think we kind of reset the rotation a little bit by doing that though. Wait, but how would that even affect it? If we lose to a viewer in the middle of a thing, it should still be basically the same rotation. It is, oh, because we sort of changed the orientation, like where we played as 2 plants in a row. Even though, because based on the matchup, you were forced to play as a plant or a zombie based on the friend duel. So you might play as 2 in a row that way. That otherwise I wouldn't be able to ever play as 2 in a row on the ladder because I rotate. So that's the one rule that I guess I sort of break, which doesn't matter. Right, so we lost as like Green Shadow, but then we played as Solar Flare and lost as her between the friend duel and the ladder game. So now we're on the Smash and the Wall Knight should be next. Trying to put together another epic win streak. Why wouldn't you at least try to play something there though? If you know you're gonna lose. Oh, you still get to though. But you didn't know that for sure. Right, you could, well, I guess you kind of did. Yeah, see, I like this guy more than the nurse because forget about the healing. I just like the statting. A 6 mana 7/8 with amphibious. That's pretty sexy. And I wonder what happens when you get to rank 50 anyway. Like, it'd be good enough for me to just get there, but like, is there, what do you play for then? Do you try to get to the top of that too, like legend rank 1 kind of in Hearthstone and stuff? Like, you're trying to play for best of the best there, which obviously that I always would get bored by that point and never do it. Like, oh, I got to legend and there's no reward for getting a legend rank 1, so why even bother doing it? At least if they gave you a card back or something, I would feel inclined to do it. And I always say that, oh, I should do that before I finish playing Hearthstone, but you can see how frustrated I get by the amount of time that I have here. That is quite the OP superpower. Right, 2 in each ground lane, which does a total of 6 to your face, regardless of anything else. Like, that's more than any, assuming it's empty. Here we go. We definitely want to do that. And so you're able to play this thing. These are not really the greatest value minions either. With respect to 3 mana 3/2. Right, you're just doing it because I don't have any other amphibious in here. But this is really a rank 30 player playing with fucking 2 of those shitty clowns. Now it makes a tough decision, but you know what? This guy can get so much more out of hand. At least the Sarge Lord, we're already going to get down to 1 HP, but then I won't really know what to do with it. I can sort of move it into harm's way, assuming that I leave enough shit out here. I don't know. Sports zombies can't be hurt. So many of these you could interpret, like, oh, he's also a swimmer, a diver, so he's sports in addition to pet. I feel like I've never really used this card all that effectively. So the Starch Lord is going to meme the shit out of me right now. You know, oh my god. Or like, did he create it from himself? His destiny is written in the starch? Now you could do this even as I'm saying, oh, I don't typically get good value out of it, but even when a zombie hurts this, move that zombie to the left. I'm sure he's gonna have an answer for fucking everything in the universe, but I'm not too bothered by that. Let's try to go here. Bro, fucking... Holy shit, man. That's like one of those synchro summon Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn 1. Like, I'm just trying to make a basic play. Just play a 4-star monster. You gotta do all this fucking mad shit. So again, you can always hit their face even there when you... That actually helped me quite a bit. The fact... Well, even though Starch Lord survives, that was quite the sexy interaction right back. I'm still gonna lose though because we have way too much shit going on for them. Like, look at their hand, man. Only I could do both of those together, but no, that can be good because you go left and then you know, you would have killed that, so I probably should have done that. It's still not over, but you can see how utterly fucking insane this is with respect to what they've just done. Oh my god, dude. Double Starch Lord Madness, but we do get in, you know, a certain value from this too. Like when we did the Frenzy, like this is sort of potentially a bad card because it's allowing me to kill this, then kill that, and survive. But I can't really do it from this position. Okay, at least I have some removal here. Get rid of the 7/7, and I'm probably still dead. Oh no, oh no. I mean... This is the kind of match where I would have rather been an aggro deck because I could have at least, you know, maybe had a chance to rush him down. Playing it like this has no real value at all. Move a plant. I mean, you could have almost killed him here if you just had a little more damage. But even despite how crazy that seemed, it was still relatively close. Okay, I'm gonna get Hearthstone rank 30 now. So who is the next one we want to do? Wall Knight. All you have to do is win 3 in a row. I want to get to like 35 or something here so I have a little extra cushion, but I guess I'll skip Hearthstone and Magic though too because I'm just so fucking stressed about how long this is gonna take that I may as well do that. I don't really care, but it kind of messes up my YouTube series because I always try to upload those every week. Now I'll just be uploading more of this, but again, it's only for this month, so I don't think I care too much about that. But here you are trying to deal with that, but I don't see the point in putting this here for now. Or maybe it would have been worth it. Right, because the 1 damage that the nut would take instead of me would have still been worth it. This turn is kind of fucked up. It's not really that big of a deal. It's just like you can't let it sit around for too long. Okay. Okay, dude. Why does it always have to be like this? Like, what are the chances they always do that, where they have so many of the same cards in the opening in the early game? Even this is going to take like way too long now to deal with too. Because yes, I'll tank it, but now I'll take 2 more damage, and of course I'm not even farming out my block meter and doing it. Hiding a gravestone, that's fine. I wasn't even going to do any damage to it. Right, first I'll have to get hit by it, then I'll have to do damage. Like, what the fuck? Wait, that's actually fine though. As long as they can trade in as a result of doing that, right, that'd be fine. Okay, sure. See you later. Good games. So we could try to do this with the team up, but I don't even have it. 2 damage to a random planet or the planet hero. Maybe I should just like pass a turn. I don't really care. I was gonna say I should almost do the ice block now, but at least we get rid of one of them, for God's sake. And it's still not the end of the world. That thing is almost dead. So what else do I have here? I could do this. Would probably be pretty good. Okay, that's very annoying, and we're seeing it kind of a little bit too often. And of course it heals right back up, but at least we'll get rid of it. That's a little bit scary if I don't get the block meter. So it's still okay, but this is exactly the opposite of how you want this kind of matchup to go, because look at how low I am when I'm not even able to do anything. Like, your only win condition is you just have to survive and outlast them and outvalue them, which I can't really do because... Okay, one of these we should definitely get rid of. That's not too bad, actually, so let's do this one. That's still okay. So this should be worth it. Like, I can't do anything else. This won't even survive. This will be good, so we'll hit him for at least... Okay, dude, okay. Fuck. By now I should be pretty much dead because that'll be 9. God damn it. Yeah, okay, we can do one right now. One HP. Can I still do it? I mean, I can use this at least, so that would be good. But I don't know. It'll let me play my Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, but it doesn't mean... Oh my god. It doesn't mean I'm going to win as a result of doing that. This actually works pretty well with it because... Now you're going to kill one, freeze one. Anything else he summons will get frozen too. Fuck. He should be immune to that because he's already ice element. Yeah, what is the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit really going to do now here to save me? And the answer is not really much. Even as cute of a play as it might seem to be. When you won't get saved by the block meter, so it really doesn't even matter. And that was kind of crazy. That was nuts, I guess you could say. Okay, so who are we on next? We did that, so we could do Green Shadow, and we could do Super Brains, either one. Because it would always go plants and zombies. Now it's like sort of a little out of order, right? Because we have... well, no, I guess it's still fine. Like, we're playing the second plant, and then the third zombie, and then the third... So it's like the zombies are like one match ahead somehow. You there? The Fox stuff, I'm pretty sure he's always the one who's ranked 50. I forget who else is. Astros, I don't think plays that much. A lot of these people don't really play that much. In fact, most of these people, I never even see that they're online or any sort of rank. Yeah, you could say I've been playing this game casually until now, because obviously I've only played like an hour a week, which is pretty fitting for a game like this, but you can see how insanely time-consuming it actually is. And the only way I could make it faster is by having like a really meta optimal deck. So I guess that's maybe more so the issue. I don't even want to reset my game because it's like, you know, then I'll get that black bar issue again and I don't have to deal with that. Busy. Yeah, the decks he's using are pretty good because, you know, how are you beating a rank 30 at rank 10 or whatever, rank 12, but You know, ranks are very deceptive. Seems to work better sometimes when they do it than when I do it. Okay, so he's beaten me 2 out of 2 so far, so let's see if we can redeem it with a little Bad Moon Rising of our own. That we definitely don't want in the starting hand. I argue we don't even want it in the whole deck, and it's often never very good, but the goal of this is to drag it out a little bit. But I often have trouble actually doing that. Okay, let's see what we got. You'd rather do a 2 cost just because. Don't want to waste the mana here. Yeah, that's fine too. So this is not meant to be very aggro, but sometimes you'll win like that anyway. Or again, it's more so just I'll flood the board a little bit and that'll be better off. I mean, this effect is so good. Like there's that other 3/1 chicken that's like that too. So that's a great way to just get in damage in the early game because there's nothing they can really do about it. Unless they use removal, it's going to keep hopping away from whatever you summon. Okay, that's not too big of a deal. 5 or more is not going to be relevant. Okay, 1/4. When you play a plant, transform into a copy of a plant. Which really, that's not the worst thing you could do with that, so that's fine with me. He's just fucking dancing back and forth. Like a headless chicken. Yeah, that'll actually be a great trade. And whatever that turn was, that only just benefited me a lot. Okay, when reeled, move it, that's fine. A little bit annoying, but let's see what he actually does to punish it. This one is going very favorably, especially if I get Bad Moon Rising. It should be very, very excellent. Or even without it, we have some pretty good value plays anyway. That's pretty efficient for them, though. So this lane doesn't really bother me too much. I could just ignore it. Let's actually do that first and save the little Sharknado guy for later. All plants use health instead of that, which doesn't make much of a difference. Oh shit, I guess it does. Do I have a way to really see that won't even work because even if it attacks with it, it doesn't count as actually having it. Do I take a chance with this or do I, you know what, let's try to bait him a little bit and see if, well, it won't affect that though. This is still pretty good though because he's gonna have so much to have to play back. That's more like a defensive play than anything though. Like sometimes you can do that as a finisher where they won't expect it. This should be okay, but they're gonna have a team up obviously to save it. So now they'll do that stupid health swap thing again though, which means it would kill the shark. He's had like these crazy comebacks. Like it always seems like it favors me and then he has some, you know, insane interaction later on that gives him a chance. So like now I'm probably gonna lose because my hand is sort of burnt out a little bit. And again, I didn't get my Bad Moon Rising play that I really wanted. But I like my board position at least. Gotta get something good here. This is the problem with something like Bad Moon Rising though. When you really want it and need it, you don't get it. Even though I have multiple in here and I even have 3 in my collection. I think I only have 2 in the deck itself though, because 3 seems excessive. Now I'm just at the mercy of top deck all the way. Alright, that's perfectly acceptable. You'll get the little dinky 1/1 there. Okay, his hand has always shrunk down a bit. This would have been perfect if I, you know, even if I get Bad Moon Rising now with 2 targets, that would be perfect. Like, what more do I need? But I'm just not getting it. Okay, at least that's good. Untrickable team up now. He'll do that big monolith thing, though, that'll kill me. Or that'll kill that. Ah. I do like that card. I kind of wish I had it myself. I wish this would always count for the effect, but it kind of makes sense that it doesn't. Now, there's no good way I can deal with these, so I'm screwed. Now I'll get Bad Moon Rising when I only have one thing out there. I would say, like, oh, if it switches their attack and health, that means they would die, though, because they have 0 attack, so it would become 0 health. But obviously, it doesn't work quite like that. Wait, why did that... Didn't it have 2 health? What happened? I guess the one good thing with this is the more you damage them, the weaker they become. Kind of like that one phallic imagery guy that I always... that I got from the event card. The guy who's like lifting weights. Now if I got Bad Moon Rising, it wouldn't even do it any good. So let's see what we got here. This is in your hand. Doesn't really matter. This shows you how my decks maybe aren't as good as they seem, but then somehow, how have I been able to even get so far? But it makes me worried now for the future. Like, he has some pretty crazy shit. I mean, goddamn. I haven't really gotten to play that very effectively yet myself. Right, I just got it like a week ago or something. Good game. Alright, so now who do we have? We have Green Shadow. You might think, oh, now it's because rank 30 is so hard, but it doesn't matter. See, I'm playing a rank 18, so I should easily be able to... Okay, see you later. Good games. The 1-1-1-2 is good. I'll keep the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit. We're just getting some of these crazy matchups. We just need a couple easy ones, a couple disconnects. You gotta farm the same person over and over because this game is so dead that you'll be playing the same person on the ladder or something. +1/+1 if there's a zombie next door. Okay, I'll give it like one last chance here up until we got Green Shadow, we got Infinity, and we got Solar Flare, and then I'll stop. So if we can get however far we can get after that, between those 3, that should be it. It was Green Shadow who I think got me here in the first place, right? With the last final push win streak. It was kind of all in good teamwork, though. Like, they'll all be sort of chipping in. You'll get a little win streak with one, but you typically don't get them back to back because you'll be like... Actually, this is a pretty efficient way to deal with it, but it's also a bad sort of mana turn. Right, where you almost would have rather done that, but... This can be really crushing if it's just like a, you know, a turn 5 play and they play a 5/5 for 5 and then you just do it. Like, that's all they have on the board, and that's like the best case scenario, but... Now, would it really be worth it to do this on there? Because I'm almost inclined to do it. Or now I won't know which one you're really going to get. So this didn't get off to the best start either. We should at least be able to trade in there. that effect we're probably not going to get, so I'll just ignore it and just play it as a static play. They'll probably summon that same dude again that we just saw, or maybe not. Fucking... Okay, his hand isn't too intimidating, but again, I have the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, so it's just a question of can I get to that turn and can I control the board a little bit, which I'm having a lot of trouble doing. So even this, it'll be a 3-3. We're not getting the Leafy Synergy, though, unfortunately. And again, that can certainly be a win condition card. Or no, I can't even do that because this bro is literally clowning me the whole game. It's kind of annoying. I should have just stopped when I got to rank 30. Like, I keep trying to get a little extra ground, but... Like, what happens all of a sudden that you're just getting destroyed? Like... All planes get -1, Sports Evolution. Seems kind of like a waste to even do that, but... Or no, oh, I wasn't even thinking that that was Leafy. You could save one of these from dying, and it would be this one that I would rather do. And I love Untrickable as a mechanic, but even that's what I'm doing in Hearthstone now, like the all elusive, where everything can be targeted by spells or hero powers. One of my favorite gimmick decks ever, but this game, I can't really do it because I don't have enough cards like that. Even Dragon Fruit would fit into there because of the simple fact that you have, or yeah, you could move that one into me. That way it doesn't get buffed up any further. Right, because as the zombie's entering this lane, the plant's not entering their lane. Okay, that one I can't really do much of a shit about, though. So we can deal with it with the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit itself. Like, you get to rank 30 just to get farmed by people who aren't even rank 30 and above, like rank 12s and 20s, and like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I've gotten here on a technicality, but how? Like, I've just cheesed it and win streak abused, but... Yeah, Dark Matter Dragon Fruit would be perfect to deal with that guy. Right, the footballer. So can I just... Oh, shit. But it's just always, like, one turn too late. Now I'm going to lose before I get the chance. I wish it would cost 7 then. There's always like this one turn extra where they fuck me over. The fact that I have 2 of them should help me out a little bit. I will get the block meter from the football guy. I will barely survive here. Or maybe I could just win outright, but see, it would all come down to the block meter itself, which I can't guarantee that that's going to happen. Or watch, they'll still have a way to remove it cheaply enough, which could be like with a superpower only. But this would be beautiful. This would be the game-winning play, but I don't know. You kind of deserve it too. Look at his face too. Like, fucking, you don't have a very good poker face, dude, but he's gonna have some answer still. That not only kills the football guy, it also opens this up, and it also allows you to almost finish him off, and now you should definitely be able to finish him off, but I don't know because... Or you know what, this... Well... That actually wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be. Right, like that didn't do at all what I was expecting. We could play another one now, but I'll get all greedy and actually die. He's still gonna get the block meter. I'm still very low myself. It seems like a waste to do it there, but I mean, I'm just trying to stay alive. So like, what could they possibly do now? They'll tank it with the block meter. They'll destroy it with something else. They really can't play any tricks at all, right? Because they cost 12 more. So even a superpower isn't gonna work, except when it bugs out and lets them do it like that, when it always costs 0 anyway. But it always feels like that's a bug, at least. You'd think you would just summon a minion and try. Like, if I lose now after playing both of them, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. It makes me seem like a metagame try-hard clown myself. Like, bro. What the fuck more do you want me to do to win a fucking single game? Jesus Christ, like, why is every game like this now? Give me a couple easy wins here and there. Jesus Christ. It is kind of fun that they are so epic, but come on. It doesn't always have to be like that. Okay, rank 29. It almost seems like I'm having a better record against higher rated players. I don't know why that is. You got a 1, 2. No, you don't have a 2. Sometimes I'd be willing to do this because of how much I get fucked over on the curve otherwise. Which, you know, clearly that's validated. You could buff this up next turn if you have nothing else to play. Like 3s and 4s you should sometimes keep when you feel like you're going to get something higher anyway. But it's not like my decks are that top heavy regardless. Alright, this would be at least a meaningful play. Unless you're going to have removal for it immediately, which you don't. Yeah, that last game was nuts. Like, I played both of my Dark Matter Dragon Fruits and it's still in question where I could have potentially lost. Like, why should it be that close when you get the chance to do that? Because that's not always going to happen. Okay, we'll do this guy. Which again, it's a legendary, but it's one of those lukewarm legendaries that's not a big deal because, you know, it's kind of... Yeah, I should have just put it there. I'm trying to be greedy. Fuck off. Right, I don't care about this guy as much as I care about just staying alive, dragging it out. You have 4, and there's really not much I can do about it. Yeah, that at least is favorable. That's not too bad right now. See, sometimes I'm greedy like that. Like, there's no reason to try to go face or to try to save that. The only goal here with this deck is to try to stay alive. So anything else I try to do is just going to get me in trouble. You can put it here and then decide whether I want to kill that thing or not. Or I could do 3 and a 2. Which might be better. Actually, it's fine. Make a trapper territory, which isn't going to affect much of anything. Everybody loves these goddamn con mans, which I do have one of them, but just incidentally. It's not like I have a deck that's built around it or something. Okay, so I'm happy with that because the deck is pretty... I mean, the board is pretty clean. And so now we have a nice little 6-turn play here. Let's see what he does. The zombies always get the ambush first turn phase. So that is a little bit annoying, but it's okay. Or no, that was totally stupid actually because I didn't mean to really do that. I was trying to play the cattail there and then play that on the other spot. Fuck. Sometimes I just play way too fast in this game, whether it be because I'm in a hurry now because of this challenge I'm doing, or just in general because, oh, it feels so casual or whatever, so it doesn't matter. But, you know, it feels embarrassing if you rope or whatever. Now, we should always be safe to get to turn 8 comfortably, but it doesn't mean that I win because of it necessarily. You know, it's very hard to define a misplay because you never know like exactly what they're gonna have, or I guess everybody would say pretty much that they do, that they are like, oh, you know exactly what they're gonna have because it's metaverse meta bullshit. But yeah, that doesn't matter to me. We trade everything in and we will get the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, so I'm not too worried about this, but they're still gonna have a lot left in their hand here. It's sometimes bad to do it on a board like this because all they'll do is just summon a minion. It's not like they have to play a trick or something. Yeah, that'll at least kill the trapper guy or whatever he is, overstuffed zombie. Haven't you got enough in there when Gordon Ramsay says that to, or never mind even that. Just the fact that you win. When he's saying to Raj, one of his cooks. There's so many good memeable moments on there. Wait, now how did I only get... Oh, don't tell me. No, I thought I just saw that though. Wait, I won 2 in a row, but I didn't get the win. Oh, I give up. I give up. Let me just fucking delete my account now. Is it gonna be like that where you don't get the win streak? I thought I just got one though. Even after rank 30. That would make it pretty much impossible. Like, I would have to give up. That'd be fucking nuts. At least let me get to like 45 before you take that shit away from me. Or maybe it takes away your win streak if you lose a game on the ladder. That would be kind of dumb. Like, or against a friend. It's weird that you would do that. Why wouldn't you kill the same one that would protect you? Okay, we can just do that. I won't even bother buffing it. Deal 1 damage to itself, so it's kind of pointless to even try to trade that. Okay, this will be fine. Unless they do something crazy. That's okay. You know, I almost want to do it, but... You know what? This will probably be a pretty safe play, though. But not really, because they have too much room still for removal. Too many brains left. Or it only takes away their brains from what they played, though, after the gravestone is revealed, so you can't guess what it is. But the whole thing with that is... You don't really know how big of a deal it is. I want the leafy aspect here no matter what. Okay, so we could protect this and then we can play that leafy synergy next turn. Hopefully he can't deal with this. That's not the kind of defensive play that I typically want to do as Green Shadow, but no, my win percentage is not good enough to do this. Like, if I'm not getting the win streaks, or maybe you have to win 3 in a row now, or again, maybe the viewer game broke the streak. I'm so confused now as to how any of these mechanics work, and of course, I don't like to take advice or look anything up, and it doesn't really matter, but this game is looking bad, though, because my hand is so burnt out. That'll just be freeze, which is pretty good. It's not the most efficient thing either, at all. We trade in. We're getting smoothly towards Dark Matter Dragonfruit territory. Can definitely make the difference in the game, but it's not looking entirely great. The freeze effect would be good here, but they didn't play enough out there to make it feel worth it. That's going to be good. We do it here. And we could even freeze that. And he brings himself within range of... You know, we should do that because it'll keep it around despite the environment. So now we're in excellent shape. Right, again, I'm always just looking... They have so little left in their hand, it's very unlikely that they'll be able to deal with this. But then again, you end up having so many brains that the 6+ cost doesn't even matter that much. You could almost win with that. Like, it'll trigger the block meter. See, you would say, oh, haha, you'd win, but... What if you don't, because, you know, whatever they get from the block meter or something else is going to save them. I actually don't even know how that works with the block meter. I've forgotten because I haven't done it in so long. But it would still let you attack after they get it. Hey, how's it going? Sure, we can do it. Let's see here. This should be over for sure. I should almost test that actually to see how that would work. With the, if it was about to trigger the block meter, I don't know why it feels like it would stop the attack altogether. But it definitely doesn't. Oh shit. So I think we don't get win streaks anymore. It has to be much more long-winded, so I don't think I can actually do it. You would need like a crazy win streak percentage. Wait, he was just right there. What happened? Fuck. Alright, so we did Green Shadow. Let's see who we have. We can do it again. Fuck me. Win streaks don't count after rank 30. I never knew that because I've never been rank 30. At all? Like, even if you win like 5 in a row? Oh, I definitely don't think I can do it now, though. I was relying on those exclusively. Well, we made a good attempt, but the challenge is pretty much over then. I really don't see how I could do it. I maybe should have buffed that. Yeah, again, it's not that I can't win games, but I'd have to win 5 in a row every single time, which I've almost never done that, period. That is really unfair. It should be much farther along that it starts to do that. Or like, again, even if you have to win more in a row, like, okay, you have to win 5 in a row to get it, or 3 in a row to get it instead of 2. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like, you need like a 70% win rate kind of deck or some crazy shit that I just don't have. Fuck. If somebody had just told me that before, I would have probably already been sure that I would lose. 3-2 Octopat, not a big deal. The win streak abuser gets humbled. I forget when it stops giving you win streaks in Hearthstone. I feel like it gives them even almost at the highest rank, but just maybe like rank 5 up to rank 1. It doesn't do it, but... Or however it works now, I forget, but... It goes like a lot farther. Rank 30 is hardly even halfway. We'll do that with the buff, I guess, would be good enough. Or maybe I shouldn't have done that. It's like I could lose 5 in a row, then win 5 in a row, and it would still work, but I find that hard to believe. I mean, I'll still try it, but I'm not really getting the sense that I can really do this. Okay, dude. Because it's really not an issue of the matchups being too hard. Right, it's not like, oh, I can't do it because I'm losing a higher percentage of games. I'm still winning a decent amount, but it will be like a back and forth affair where I just win one, lose one forever and keep like a 1-to-1 KD ratio type of thing. But there goes my collection. There goes my 2 Dark Matter Dragon Fruits. Like, dude, even though I probably wouldn't have played this game that much anymore anyway, right? It's just a philosophical thing and all the time I put in, and that is the price that I pay for talking shit. As soon as I realize that, I'm pretty much deflated. Like, I can't possibly do it. Even by getting there, it took me abusing that so much, right? Like, I realized... At least it's not costing me ranks overall, though. Like, the, you know, pushing me back down to rank 29. Or maybe it'll start doing that once you get to, like, 31. But I've gotten him at least adequately low enough, but I'm still probably going to lose. Certainly, they have a million options in their hand. In an environment, bounce a zombie. You would have a vague chance actually of winning if the block meter itself does not cuck me here with respect to, but they'll still have something with their 1 brains left. You would have to just hope. Oh shit. That's always a good impactful play. And the block meter didn't cuck me actually, and it might still not cuck me again, but I maybe should have buffed that. But see, how would I have known exactly what he was gonna have? That would have been my only shot. You just gotta always assume your opponent has everything imaginable. That will actually kill it, so you must have an answer for that first. Or I'm just dead. Good game. I like how intense and close these kind of games are, at least. Now we got Infinity with respect to... we'll just go Infinity and Solar Flare and see if I can get to 31 or something. It's not that I couldn't theoretically do it, but... it is very, very deflating not to have the win streaks. This feels too early. Like, at least wait till rank 40 or something. The 2, 3, 4 would be good here. This is good a little bit later on in the game. Or again, it would take even more an excruciating amount of time. But no, I'm just not even seeing it because I'm not winning a good enough percentage, period. Doesn't even matter who we're getting matched against. That's the one technicality you could win on, is that you're consistently beating lower ranked players, but right with respect to oh shit, yeah, go ahead, farm it like this. I'll cheat by just arranging people to quit out, or making them feel like, oh, look how good he is that he's ranked 30. They'll quit out, but I don't really get that impression. But I love it. You think I'm actually better than what I am? I probably would have lost that game anyway. This is gonna be fucking nuts, though. Like, think about how long this is taking me to do. Yeah, this is a must win, and then after that, I don't care. But there is no win streak anymore. Rank 14, like, we're getting favorable matchups too. I just don't know what to tell you. That I wouldn't really operate under the logic of keeping higher cost cards when I'm using an aggro deck, the way that I do, like, on SM Watermelon SM. Feels kind of like a waste to not use that. Again, the same way I Berry Blast if I have nothing else to play. Yeah, you want to go face is the place. We can do that later. Amphibious splash damage, don't really care too much about that, so he's using a shitty rank 1 deck, rank 14 deck. Yeah, only goal is to go face all the time only, and the way that you can do that is to and he's almost trying to do the same thing, so I don't know what to make of it. That kind of fucked him over, though. You would have rather that been in the back. So whenever, like, random effects happen to trigger that movement, I think it always guarantees that it moves in front of it. Like, there was some other card I played like that where, you know, oh, make a walnut in this lane, but it always does it in front if there's already something there. You can't put it behind like that. So we got 4. I don't know if I don't know. I'm just still going face. At least I haven't lost too many games by, like, disconnecting or having some sort of issue like that, despite sometimes the bugginess of this game. It's not too bad in terms of the matchmaking, aside from the fact that maybe everybody you're playing is a bot. But again, all my aggro fiending is going to come back to bite me here shortly. Or now I'll steal their block meter to save my dumbass. Would have been so easy to deal with this shit, but... Or you know what you could do is you could hide this in the thing. I'm still gonna go face. You could hide it in the gravestone again, I guess, and, you know, get the block meter and survive that lane and everything. But I mean, whatever, the block meter is not even relevant yet. Like, look at this. I'm still playing aggressively even though I'm so low on health. But they're just not letting me get it through, and so now I have the 4 damage and very little else. And I can't really even do that still here because of the simple fact that... I mean, I would technically have lethal if it wasn't for that. Deal whatever little block meter they have, which isn't even good because it's not enough. But that's a good card, obviously. It's at least more consistently useful than anything else I was doing. The block meter would save me here to whatever extent this is irrelevant. So that I might still win somehow. Or no, I do win, actually. Fuck it. Surely they couldn't have a heal or some way to prevent me from doing that. Something that makes my shit cost more. I've won with tricks actually a lot today in a way that I normally make fun of, where I never say that you can really do. Yeah, every game is fucking madness. I mean, it's a rank 14. At least we get to rank 31 here. Like I said, I'd go till maybe Solar Fire and Infinity are done, so let's see what we can do. At least it's giving me such a generous amount of that I can keep buying packs as I go here, but I'm not really too happy about this. So even if every day I get 1 rank, we could almost do it because it's only, you know, we have about 15 days left. I forget exactly. It's around the 15th of the month that it resets, but I'll just go till these 2 lose. That's it for now. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 3. Perfectly fine. This guy's going to turn into the MVP when, like, they think they're going to avoid lethal because of the stupid ass block meter. Yeah, that's almost what I should think. Get an average of 1 rank a day is all I would have to do. And I'm not even doing any other categories. Like, this is my commitment, dude. I just think going full aggro is what always works for me here. Even against better matchups, any matchup, like, it gives you at least a chance. Next in both lanes next door, I'm screwed. Instead of this lane. How convenient. What an absolutely hard countered moment. But it would be instead of this lane, so what that tells you is that, you know what, fuck it, I'll play on the board a little bit, even though I shouldn't do that. Like, my full commitment to aggro is what allowed me to win the last game. -2, which doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, well, it does matter, though, because I'll take 8, though, won't I? It doesn't say that it only hits minions next lane. It just says it attacks next lane. What the fuck is that, dude? Alright, we're still in a good spot because they only have 3 cards in their hand total. And the way that you can do that is, you can steal the block meter, you can do this. And this will be very good, so whatever, the block meter won't save them here. But that was a weird decision-making moment where I decided to block both of their minions instead of going face that turn. All I'm going to say is don't mistake this for, oh, this game is harder than what it seems. Everybody's obviously just using the same meta deck bullshit, you know, relatively, even when they say the meta is stale. Like, it's not like, oh, it's that hard. It's just that you need a better deck, but I've had a year to maybe build this, so maybe I should not really use that as an excuse. And it's not an excuse because even, see, like, I'm the type who never makes excuses because even if it sounds like I am, it's like I have to deal with the consequence. Like in a permadeath run, oh, I only died because of that mechanic, but like I still died and I still have to restart or give up. Like, it's an excuse would be like, oh, I died because of that, and then now it doesn't count, right? I'm not gonna say that like it's over if I I don't know, I'm playing too much like on the board type shit that I shouldn't do. Because, like, even this... Yeah, that was a totally useless play. Because even by doing that, this would have killed it. Or... No, I guess not, because it would have absorbed it, so it doesn't count for the effect unless it actually does damage. That's one of my favorite names of a card in the game is Abracadabra. That's such a good idea. When this hurts them, so it wouldn't have hurt them. Okay, that's a pretty perfect thing to get at this point, even though it won't fully get the value from it. Like, what is all this music? It sounds like so weird now. Maybe because I'm low on health, but it doesn't feel like that's always why. Alright, that'll be fine. Everything trades in favorably. I'm a little bit too low on health, though, is the problem. They're putting up a major fight. Where, splash damage 1. They just have too much health. Like, I can't do anything. I don't get it. Maybe if I hadn't played on the board so much, but normally that's not how I play it because, you know, whatever. Yeah, look at what I've had to do here, though. Like, I just can't believe it. Just the amount of time this would take is unbelievable. You could do this, but then it wouldn't save you anyway. Like... It could save me still, but I don't see how I could potentially win. Okay. We'll go Solar Flare till I lose. At least we got one rank above the coveted 30, but I am very discouraged now. Little crazy cat lady sitting at home playing this game all day would be what you have to do to get to rank 50, as the icon would suggest. But see, I don't agree with all these icon ranks because, like, why... Oh my god. Why are you showing like such weak minions at rank 30? It should be something better by now, right? That's how Hearthstone made that mistake too. It has all these random shitty minions at high ranks. It should be based on, you know, Dark Matter Dragonfruit is rank 50, but like by rank 30, it shouldn't be the crazy cat lady who's like a 1-mana 0-3 or whatever, 0-4, or even this coffee drinking clown. It should be much higher standard by then. And yeah, the zombies don't get enough representation on the core ranks. Only the, like, the zombie chicken at like rank 5 or whatever is all that it shows. Okay, so either we win like 5 in a row plus with Solar Flare, or we just lose and give up the whole fucking challenge because I can't fucking do it. I will go face, absolutely. I don't give a shit. You can't fear the block meter because you just have to deal with it. Imagine a rank 31 doing that. Right, just going Berry Blast to the face. But it's more so just an issue with the deck itself that you don't have enough good curve plays, I guess, because I can't do shit. Yeah, mainly it's not really an issue of my play that we've even struggled here. It's just like you're not going to win every game, right? Even with the best deck. But even if you played this perfectly, you're not always going to win enough games to do this. That was such a horrible, disgusting start that I don't even know what to say because we got fucked so bad with the opening hand. Again, in decks that we don't have like very many high cost cards, it's just like you get two little 1/1s, dinky, wherever the fuck you want. And so it's just, if I had started off a little better, I might have had a chance. And that's gonna fuck me over pretty hard too. I'm the most vulgar PvZ hero streamer, but also I'm probably the only one, or, you know, right now. But just in general, there's only like 2 or 3 big ones who do it, and I'm even surprised and impressed with that still, though. It's like, the year is 2024, dude. Who is playing this fucking game in 2024? It says me, but like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm mocking the very notion of doing it. That's a very odd play that they made. Just because he didn't want that thing to die, but it would have been better if you You know, it probably would have been better if you just did that. I have this. This is perfectly fine. Bro, can you hurry the fuck up? Like, come on. I'm just too impatient because... Whatever, I don't have time, so that's good. I didn't take the time to really look at what that was going to be even. So we're both pretty low, so I'm happy with that. But the strike through is getting a little bit out of control. The movement is what kind of fucks you up there a little bit. So they'll be pretty low, and I could maybe try to finish off with that, but it won't quite work. I almost think of this as having strike through for some reason. Yeah, deadly doesn't really matter. It was gonna, everything was gonna trade in anyway. May as well just do it. So it's very, very close to me potentially winning this, but I don't know exactly how to do it. +1/+1. You'll hit him for 3 there, so you can't possibly win, really. If you, yeah, fuck it. Okay, whatever, that's good. So what we get to do is try to put a pace of like getting 1 rank per day in several hours worth of play. You'd have to win like 5 in a row. Really, or not really in a row, but I mean, you can't take advantage of the win streaks anymore, so I don't know what to tell you, man. See you tomorrow.